I'll be right there. Happy New Year. How everybody is feeling today? Great. Hope you all doing good. Settling in. Oh, man. How everybody is feeling? Good. I'll be with you right now. Aziz, you can talk, and I am busy doing something here.
If I say what's on my mind, man, Mr. Host, it's all the comment I left for you.
Yeah, I saw it.
I'm vexed. I am vexed. Like, what the hell is Maresca trying to do? You have 3 right backs. You have 3 fucking right backs. They're bringing fucking disaster into the game. Why don't you convert him to a center back for Christ's sake?
Yeah.
You feel me? This is wrong. No. I can accept we lost to Fulham. I can accept that. To Ipswich.
Very bad.
The best attacker in our game, you took him out.
Yeah.
The only player that might actually score a goal, you took him out.
I think Maresca need to take the L. He need to take the responsibility on this one.
This coach is a useless coach. Useless. Fuck him, I don't know what he's doing in that game.
We were really all over the place for that game, really. So everybody.
Fuck him, can you imagine for Nelson? I left work to come watch this shit. I left work to get a query for this shit.
Yeah, I didn't expect Chelsea to lose.
They are useless. All of them should just have injury. I don't even care no more. They should have injury. I don't care. We are used to injury. They should have injury. I don't even care no more.
Yeah, what an end of a season, huh? This is the
I don't care if he has injury to the ending of the season. I don't want to see him. Yeah. I'm not wishing bad on him, but I don't want to see him. If he's injury that is going to keep him out from Chelsea, I don't want to see that brother again. That brother is useless to the core. He's the worst strength player I've ever seen in my whole life. I've seen some worse defenders. Senderos is better than this guy. Joseph Yomo is better than this guy.
You're talking about the Axel Disasi, right?
Yes.
But have you ever considered his position? Do you think
I'm not considering anything. Mr. O, stop making excuses for nobody again. This is your second season. Your second season to be your improvement. Your first season was a trial. For Christ's sake. Don't make excuses for nobody again. Mr. O, don't make excuses for nobody. Don't make excuses for all these failures we have in the team. All these loopholes we have in the team. Ship them away. I don't care no more. Ship them away. Useless players.
I respect your opinion, bro. I don't blame you. I respect
Can
your
you
opinion.
imagine? We let Chalaba go for this useless player. All this bunch of snails in the defense. Chalaba is better than all of them in that defense.
Yeah, but they didn't want to give Chalobah a chance. I don't even think that Axel Disasi is better than Gilchrist. I think, yeah. I think Disasi is average, but also
Disasi is more than average. He's less than average.
The benefit of the doubt that I will give him is like the position that he's playing. Maresca came a few times in the press conference to say that is not his position. We're trying to adapt him. He said the same for Nkunku, but you continue playing them from that position. And it's not like we have thousands of injuries. We have people who can do a better job than him. I don't think George Anchapong is going to be worse than Disasi. And I think Malo Gusto, if you keep him as a traditional right back, you keep him do what a right back's supposed to do and not force him to come inside, be a number 10 and number 8 and shoot. He's a very good player, but you are putting people all over the place, try to force them to do things that they don't know how to do. So I think the responsibility needs to be shared here, not only about Disasi or Nkunku or Malo Gusto, but the manager. Is not every single game that you have to invert. Not every single game that you
I don't understand, for Christ's sake, Mr. Host. My problem was you had 3 feet right back yesterday. I understand when we don't have a right back. Okay, we have to. You get where I'm coming from?
Yes, sir.
You have 3 right back. There's something they used to say, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You have 3 right back, for Christ's sake. And this was the same shit Pochettino was doing. That was playing this guy as the left back.
Yeah, Colwill, yeah. When he was playing Colwill as a right back and you have people who can do the job, you force them. This is the problem I was having in the same channel here with people like Ice and, oh no, if the coach give you one position, you have to be good. This is grab your shirt. I'm like, you see the pitch differently from every position on the pitch, regardless of how genius you are. We all played football in a certain level, at least a structured football. But telling me that if the manager put you whatever position, you have to be 100%, that is not the football that I played, because you can tell clearly Nkunku is not a number 9. He's not a target man. He's a shadow striker. He's a number 10. He's a number 8 in the pocket. Maresca said it 1,000 times. But why are you continuing playing him? You know what's going to happen.
Yesterday, if you are going to play Nkunku as a number 9, why don't you play him as, listen, why don't you play him as a false 9?
Exactly.
Come get the ball in the middle. Create opening space for other players to, you understand, to overload the attack. You see where I'm coming from?
Yep.
He was doing that before. All of it, do you know he has changed since? Nkunku was playing as a false 9 before, that we're beating teams 5-0, 6-0. You notice Nkunku come in the middle to come get the ball. He's going to create, Joao Felix is going to go into the, you understand, create space for our wingers and attackers to be in the right place to score.
Yeah.
This brother, all of a sudden, I don't know what he's taking, his Pep Guardiola. If you're having Pep crisis, get the fuck out from my club.
He's overthinking at the moment. He's overthinking. When he was doing simple things, you know, of course, I want him also to be creative depending on the opposition, but not every single opposition that you have to complicate and change many things. Some of the games you can win them by doing simple things. Play people in their position, 4-3-3, boom, 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 easy win. Why do you have to try to be a genius every single game? I don't get it. Against the Leicester City, we went back to the traditional 4-3-3. Even Kukurea was doing very good as a traditional left back. We played a very good game. Malo Gusto out of this world, because that's what he loves. Play in the space, overlapping, crossing the ball. But all of a sudden, you have to be a certain way because I want to show people that I'm a genius. So I don't know, man.
I'm done with Chelsea. I want to have my mental, because this season I was thinking, this is the season of my mental. I'm done with this aspect of my. I wish you guys good luck to the end of this. I'm done with this school. I'm done with this motherfucker. I'm done with him. Because if I see him in the States, I'm a slappy. Because I'm going to watch our game in Atlanta. If I see him in this, I might get charges because of this coach. That's how angry I am.
Slow down, bro. It's New Year. Take care of the
I
family.
don't care. No. You lost to Fulham. Agreed. Ipswich. The fuck. Mr. Oz, I can accept a defeat. Mr. Oz, I can accept a defeat. Oh, we played well. Things didn't go our way. Can you imagine in the second half, we didn't even create no chance? And that stupid dumb fool, that stupid robot in the back made a silly mistake. And the other one that is slow like a snail can't cover up.
Yeah, that is a good point because
That's
even
Nigerian.
Yeah, Adarabioyo, Tosa.
Fake Nigerian.
I see he was born in England, so he's English. Anyways,
he said he wants to play for Super Eagles. I don't want to see him in our national team.
The problem is also what you just said is correct because even when Disasi made that mistake, it's not the first time he makes a mistake from that position. Remember one time he scored even an own goal, like a spectacular own goal, not watching, not looking, no nothing, bam, over the top, and it was an amazing own goal. And from the same position as a right back. Now, we had a lot of time to recover and put a good tackle. Colwell very slow going back. Tosin very slow going back. Even our midfielders were also very, very late. But everybody was pretty much in the box. How can you allow Omari Hutchinson to come and punish Chelsea? It was enough time for people like John Terry, Carvalho, or Kurt Zuma or Rudiger to put a very good tackle. That is not a goal. So it was many steps and a lot of time to correct it. But of course, the guy who started trouble is Mr. Disasi. But
I don't want to see that brother again.
Tosin didn't help. Colwell didn't help. Caicedo didn't help. And yeah, that's the way it is. Defending is also a team problem. It doesn't have to be one person. It's the entire system. It's the entire way of defending. So we didn't help, but of course he's the problem because he is the guy who created the whole thing by, passing the ball to somebody that he shouldn't. So Mr. Nick, nice to see you. He said, I'm from 2025. Ahead of you, couple of hours. Okay, so you are in Australia or something. I'm telling you, Ipswich finish first. What do you mean? They're gonna win the league? That's what you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Nice to see you and Happy New Year to you. Mr. Aliun Boo say that Chelsea fan, I hope, what do you say here? Just need a number 9 and a center back. Call Chelsea nothing winning. I don't know what you mean by that. Okay, so you say that Chelsea need a center back and they also need a number 9. Otherwise, they are not gonna win. Yeah, we saw how important it is to have a target man. Liam Delap. Did you see him yesterday? He handled Adarabioyo, Colwell, all of them. Kukurea, he made them look like kids. He was so handful. I think he was just determined to show Chelsea that, hey, you need me. You need a number 9 like me. That's why I've been saying Chelsea need a different profile. Has nothing to do with Jackson. It's not Jackson out or nothing.
They want to go buy. They want to go buy another waste of a player in PSG that is not playing well. They want to go bring him to Chelsea to be our number 9. What kind of stupid ambition do we have?
That is speculation. Randall
the guy is
I think it's been speculations, bro. Listen, just because somebody said something on social media doesn't mean it's true. Fabrizio
No,
Romano.
I've been watching the guy. I've seen his game. I know what he can do. He misses just like Jackson. So stop making excuses for
I'm
him.
not
Like I
like
said,
if you let if
I want to see that stupid Disasi out of my club, either by injury or anything. Just get the fuck out from this club. Or can you? No.
brother.
You've been making Mr. House, you've been making excuses for all these failures at Chelsea for too long, and I'm sick of it. I don't want no more excuses for this player. You made the same excuses for them against Everton. I'm sure you made the same excuses, you and the coach, for them against Fulham. It's like you and the coach. You guys are. I don't know if you guys are sharing ideas together, because you are the way I see what the coach says. That's the same way I see what you say. These guys are failures, for Christ's sake. For Christ's sake. Mr. Host. See when it's black, make you say it's black. For Christ's sake. Don't be a politician. I'm tired of these players. They are shit. They should clear them out of Chelsea.
Yeah, I respect your opinion. All I'm saying just is like I try to see the other side of the coin, not necessarily like I'm defending them, but when you play somebody out of position, I think he deserves a little bit of the benefit of the doubt. That's what I'm saying.
Ogs, sorry, Ogs, I'm here to defend.
Go on.
No, I'm here to defend. Let me know when I can start.
No, just go on. Just go on. It's fine.
So we're gonna put this whole thing here on one man that made the mistake here because he's not a left-footed player. Is that what we're gonna do? We're gonna call these players shit because of this. We are better than this. We didn't even play bad yesterday, to be honest, as a whole in total. The lap is not all that. Let's not act like this guy is the second coming or the best thing coming since sliced bread. It's not. When you have when your defenders here are not covered here, you tend to rely on them to become your defense, your shield, and your spear. They was Colwell and Tosin and Disasi, they was playing as defenders, driving the ball past the line into the other half because they was pushing high. So there's so much intricacy here where if they make one simple mistake, it's a counter attack for the other team. We have no midfield. Let's not blame these defenders. These defenders are very good ball playing defenders. Why would Tosin make a mistake passing the ball? He makes the mistakes because there is no midfield. Normally, teams here they have a goalkeeper, a defense, a midfield, and an attack. Chelsea, yeah, they have a goalkeeper, a defense, and Caicedo, and an attack. It was a one-man job he was doing there. He has 15 to 20 meters between him and Enzo. It was a one-man job. Disasi was waiting. Disasi and Tosin was waiting for Caicedo to come back to give cover. The man's not left-footed, and he's not a right back. So we're gonna start dissing the player that was the best defender next to Thiago Silva as if he's nothing. We're gonna compare him to Fofana. We're gonna compare him to anybody that's come in and played 1, 2, 3 good games. Like, let's not be this fickle. Let's not be this slow. It's not about the defenders. It's the system, and certain players don't fit that system, and nobody wants to address it. And this is what's going to happen when your defenders are your everything. Your defenders are your midfielders. They're your defenders and they're your attackers as well, because you expect them to score. Why would we expect defenders to score? Why do we expect the Sassy and these guys to score all the time? They are defenders. Why can't they just defend? The whole team is meant to attack and defend together. But these guys, our centre backs, they have the responsibility of the whole team on their back. I don't like it the way Chelsea fans keeps going on and start blaming them as if they're incapables, man. They're a very good team. It's a very good team that we have. It's just like the selection that we
So
have.
for you, what was really the problem yesterday? Let me say hi to our brother Andrew from Arizona. Hello, happy New Year. God bless you, everybody. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Andrew. Be blessed also with your family. And yeah, if you have time, you can jump and talk to us. We're gonna be here for a little while. Don't worry about it. I think Arizona still like 8 a.m. or something, 7 a.m. We are like 4 hours ahead of you guys. So I think you just woke up. But nice to see you, brother. So, Mr. McKean, what was really the problem? If our defense wasn't the problem,
This is what I'm saying to you all the time. Our problem, it remains the same for me. This is why I told you a few weeks back here that even if we have the chance to win the league, it would not be nice, it would be dirty, and we wouldn't be able to learn from it. So in a way, even if we ended up going for it, it wouldn't be clean and we would not learn. And we've done this many times. We need to win consecutively. When we have a problem with rotations in the midfield, I don't like to be the guy that hates Enzo. But Caicedo needs help. And yesterday's game, the last 3-4 games, it showed how much importance Lavia is to this team. Him and Caicedo, there's a reason why they're the best partnership in the whole league. And it's showing really bad.
So
That's
we can say, because goals happen because there are mistakes. So I don't think any team in the world is gonna play a game without making mistakes. Otherwise, you're not gonna concede goals. The point I'm trying to make now is like, yes, we can blame Disasi. I just said here defend him as he didn't like it because the position that he plays and probably not help. He thought that somebody was in the midfield and he played a blind kind of pass, which is not really acceptable. But playing from that position, who is not his, I understand that. But also we created also a lot of chances, and we didn't score.
And you're waiting for the handyman,
I want to say something.
And at the same time, you're waiting for the handyman, like I said, though, who's a plumber, electrician, painter, decorator, and he's a flipping receptionist at the same time. This guy, we can't. If Caicedo's injured, I don't know what we're gonna do.
Mr. House, I want to say something to you, please. I want to correct something. You said, because it's not his position, he made the blind pass. What's he a profession for?
Yeah,
what is he a profession for?
He's being paid a lot of
He's
money
a professional because he should know. He has been playing football for quite a while. He's not a baby no more. He's not a 24-year-old player.
But that's not his original position. So if that's not what he's being, if that's not what he's recognized for, why do you expect such excellency from him at that position? And at the same time, you have a system where they have a certain personnel, that doesn't have to work as hard as Caicedo. You want to address that, but you're going to address the mistakes and the people who made them. Let's not act like these guys are bad players, please.
Mr. Amorim, you know what's so messed up yesterday? We had 3 right backs, and this Italian dumb coach doesn't know that this kind of game, I either need a Rich James or Malo Gusto to play as a right back and should be pushing forward. When Malo Gusto came in, we could see the difference of a right back to what's his name? To Disasi. Because let me tell you something. I can accept, we didn't have players. You understand? That's why we played Disasi there. I can accept that defeat. But not telling me we have 3 right backs and you didn't play none of them. What rubbish is that?
So yeah, that is a good point. That's why I said that this loss or draw against Everton is not about one individual. Yes, Disasi is part of that. Yes, our attackers also are part of that. But the coach also is part of that, because I don't think even Josh Anchepongo is going to be worse than Disasi from that position. I'm not saying that Josh is better than Disasi, but in that position, Disasi had masterclass. I still remember him getting 2 men of the match against Manchester City, away and home, putting Haaland in his pocket, scoring goals.
What season was that?
Huh?
What season was that?
What?
What season was that?
Last season.
Okay.
You want to do that? So when was the last
I
most
can, if you
prolific
are on
player,
YouTube,
yeah,
I can
that
even
our
send you
centre
the
back
picture
stopped?
of a man
When,
of the match twice. Man of the match
yeah,
twice. I
and
have
he
the
scores as
pictures with
well.
me here. Yeah, he scored even a goal, and I think he also scored against Liverpool last season. When we drew against them, he's the guy who even scored the only goal from Chelsea was 1-1. So Disasi, if you play him from a center back position, I'm not saying he's a John Terry or he's world class, but he is solid. He doesn't have to do a lot of runs. He doesn't know how to run and overlap and like inverting. But you leave him from that position when he feels comfortable. You got more out of him than forcing him out of position and blaming him for everything. Because you said the same here, Aziz. Like, the manager knows that Nkunku is not the number 9. He said it every press conference. The best time for Christo was in preseason because he was playing from his natural position. Number 8, number 10 in the pocket. You insist it every day. Why are you playing him as a target man? Why are you crossing balls in the box knowing that Nkunku is there? He's a short guy. All those little things you see, you put together, it's not about one individual. You know? So, I don't know. That is just
And
my
again,
opinion.
I have one more issue. Why is it that the coach is always playing Kopama? Every this thing, you've exhausted this brother. Can't
But
this brother
he
be
was
stopped?
good, though. He was good. Let's be honest. If one of
Mr. Oz,
he hit the
everybody was
post
trash.
twice, he
Mr.
hit.
Oz, I'm not here for. Maybe your standards has been lowered. My standard will
No,
never be lowered.
we didn't play bad. In
He was
general, we
good.
didn't
He
play
hit the
bad.
I'm
post
not.
twice.
I'm not saying he play bad. Listen, I said this brother is exhausted. He needs rest. For cry, the coach is using him all 90 minutes against Fulham, against Everton. That he was trash against Everton. You shouldn't have played him. Against Fulham, he was already tired. You should have taken him out before they equalize and this thing. These are things like his man management skills is bad. Let's be frank.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But at the beginning of the season, like when we were doing good, we were applauding him because he was like very proactive. He was making changes all the time. He doesn't wait until the last minute. Lately, in December, he been so cautious. Like changing players very late, giving them 5 minutes or 10 minutes, or just you have 5 subs, you make one or 2, and very, very, very late. So that's why I said, like, the manager need to take responsibilities because it's not only about players. You, the guy who decided to go with Disasi, knowing that he's a disaster from the right back position. And you have Josh Anchampong and you have Malo Gusto. But Malo Gusto, you don't use Malo Gusto as a traditional right back or full back. You just use him from a different role and he's not comfortable. It's costing us. So sometimes you have to abandon your philosophy and do simple. Go back to the basics, get a result. You don't have to complicate. Why do we have to invert every game? Why do we have to play that way every single game? Hello, we can go back to simple stuff and still win the game. So I want him to be flexible. I want to see him make the right decision. But at the moment, really, this December, and what makes me even more angrier is the press conferences or reactions after the games. He's smiling, he's laughing. It's like, oh, it's nothing. You know, we knew it was going to happen. I'm like, we're supposed to win these games. These are the games that you watch back and you are like, oh my goodness, we are lacking 4 points to win the league. Why did we drop points? So it looks like he's more determined on, oh, I told you that we are not ready yet, so let me just prove people that I was right. I don't understand this manager. I don't understand manager why they always put themselves in this position. I don't know. You started good here. We praised you. You are a genius, tactical genius. You change the team depending on your position. You're making subs very early. All this, boom, all of a sudden he forgot everything. Now it's, oh no, I don't want to concede a goal. Let's take a draw and let me be happy. The way this brother praised Everton, oh my Lord, as if we just played prime Barcelona or prime Real Madrid. He's like, wow, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. This team don't concede goals. This team is the best defense in the world, in Europe. But they got beaten by bloody, I don't know what team that went, Brentford or whatever, at home, 2-0. So why are you praising them here? So it shows you that he just very conservative at the moment. He's afraid of pushing or taking any risk. And I'm not happy about that. Lord, man. So good news this morning. Mikel Antonio is back home from the hospital. He had a very bad accident in his Ferrari. I am surprised even to hear that he only got like one leg broken, because that car didn't look good at all. The car looks really smashed. And praise the Lord that he's fine now. He's at home. But it's going to take really a little bit time for him to recover from a broken leg. But the most important is he get well. And then who knows? Next season, try to play football again. He's like 32, 33. It's going to be a little bit difficult to heal completely or heal easily. But very, very good news for me. Andrew, what do you say, my brother? You said here, why didn't Reece James come off the bench? He would have made a big difference, in your opinion. When I saw him on the bench, I was excited to see him play, but force hope didn't get 5 or 10 minute playing time. Okay, Reece James. So, Reece James, he's coming from an injury. You don't know what you got with Reece James. You rush him, he got injured again, people are going to complain. You wait for a long time, let's give him rest. You play him the first game, he got injured. So for me, just throw him out there, because you don't know what you get from Reece James. For years now, we've been like waiting. He will be fit for 2 months. The coaches are not going to take any risk. You wait. Couple games, he's out. So what the hell? Why did you even wait? Probably was good to just put him on the pitch, try to build his fitness a little bit, you know, like 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I hate really with passion putting people for 10 minutes, 5 minutes, because that is just like humiliating a player. If you want you want a player to make a difference, give them at least solid 20 minutes. It takes time for people to warm up on that pitch, to match the rhythm of the game. People don't understand it because they never play football. They think if they put you there for 5 minutes, you have to create a miracle and impress everybody. It takes time to get in the rhythm of the game. Sometimes it might happen that you are at the right place, the right time, the first touch you score a goal. But that is like 1 out of 1,000. It doesn't happen often. People will just mention that one time that the guy came and scored, and they forget 99.99% of the people who needed to warm up on the pitch. That's how the world works. So it's 9:44 in Phoenix, Arizona. I get my point. Look at Isak or Gikoresh, according to Mr. Aliun. Your point is like we need a number 9. Look at Isak and look at Gikoresh. Isak is gonna cost a lot of money, 150 million. Chelsea tried to buy him last summer, but they asked for 150, and Chelsea said no. Gikoresh is doing very good in the Portuguese league. He's not doing that good anymore since Amorim left, but the entire team, Sporting, are not really doing good. So you don't blame only one player. It's the entire team not performing. But he got a release clause of 100 million euros. I think he's going to make a move. The good news about Chelsea is next summer we have a lot of strikers on the market. Don't write off somebody like Delap, you know. Liam Delap, very, very good. You saw what happened yesterday. I remember before the game I made few videos to say Delap and Omari Hutchison are going to punish Chelsea. They have a point to prove. For Delap, it was an audition. I don't think he's going to go to Manchester City because they have kind of the same profile as Haaland, and Pep Guardiola tried to put people in the little box in the system that you don't really develop. You have to do his way or no way. But at Chelsea, you're going to find freedom like Cole Palmer. I tell you what, if Cole Palmer was at Manchester City, he was not going to be the Cole Palmer that we know today. Today, he's performing in this level because he's been given a freedom to cook. Pep Guardiola don't give you freedom. It has to be a certain way. His way or no way. So Delap will just check and say, no, I'm not going back to City. I'm going to sign for Chelsea. So Delap, for me, Maresca likes him. The club like the guy. And I think Chelsea are going to sign him. If it's not Delap, it's going to be Sesko, because Chelsea need really a different profile. When it comes to Gyökeres, he got the same profile as Jackson. He likes to drop. He likes to dribble, go really participate to the game and come. He's not like a target man, you know. But Chelsea need that physical powerhouse, you know, a la Drogba, a la, you know, somebody you can just throw the ball there, let him attack that ball. So if we bring Gyökeres, yeah, 4 goals and all that, people gonna get carried away because he scores a lot of goals. He's better than Jackson, but he's 4 years older than Jackson. Imagine in 4 years from now how good Jackson is gonna be. I know he hasn't scored many goals in the late few games, but I still believe in that guy. And if you take that responsibility of number 9 from Jackson, they play together with somebody like Sesko or Gyökeres, a proper number 9, Jackson is going to score even more goals. You know what I mean? But I don't see Gyökeres coming to Chelsea, in my humble opinion. Mr. Andrew said that Disasi also scored a great header against Southampton this year when we won 5-1. Yeah, he did. But he also scored an amazing on goal last season, remember? That on goal because of passing the ball without watching. Blind passes. You need to learn not to pass the ball without watching, right? This is 2 times now. The first time it was an on goal. The second time now he passed the ball. I still believe that it could have been prevented by other players if we had fast defenders. You look at Adarabiayo. Oh my goodness. Tosin, oh Lord. He is so slow. Colwill, so slow. But Colwill is a special one because he's like the leader in the defense. He can pinpoint the pass. He can do certain things that you tolerate his pace. But Tosin, he got undone easily. He doesn't really tackle. You know those last tackles like from Zuma or from Antonio Rodiger? Like they will appear from nowhere. Nowhere, like you think, oh man, this is a goal, 100% goal. And all of a sudden you see Zuma from nowhere. Boom, tackle. Rudiger from nowhere. They have the pass, they have the pace, and they can time their tackles like to perfection. But I don't see it. Tosin slow, can't tackle. Colwill is another case. You have Fofana, injury prone. Badiashile injury prone. So we still have problems in that defense. But if this guy Disasi is given a chance to play as a center back, this is where I'm gonna judge him and be harsh if he does something bad. But as long as you're gonna force him to play from that right back position while you have a lot of people who can do a better job from there, my friend, it's 50-50, not blaming him 100%. That penalty call yesterday, yeah, because of goalkeeper kind of stretched out momentum. Don't know why we were 1-0 down yesterday and still could have salvaged the draw and win. Yeah, I think Delap was very, very smart. I don't blame him, because if it was Chelsea and they didn't give that penalty, I was going to be fuming and calling on conspiracy theory here, blaming Anthony Taylor, David Coote, and all that, the Pope, the president. I was going to blame everybody conspiracy. So when it's given to another team, I kind of accept it. It was a slight touch, and Delap kind of drag his leg a little bit. And if you look at it closely, Jorgensen was pulling his foot already, like he didn't want to even touch him, but Delap really milked it. So I think that was a smart move from Delap. So I don't really blame him, because Chelsea, we got to the wrong side of decisions often, and we complain. Chelsea just need, Mr. Jack said that Chelsea just need a number 9 and a center back. Okay. That is your. But if you're going to need a number 9, this is another problem I have with Enzo Maresca, right? You know that we were bullied physically. You know that they were very good organized defensively. We are not physical enough, and you have Mark Guiu on the bench. You put that brother for the 20 minutes, the last 20 minutes. You tell him to go and bully them in the box. We could have had a chance. He doesn't trust the youngsters. He just talks and talks and talks. But when it comes to decision making, he's not doing what he's preaching. When you say that Nkunku is not a number 9 and you're forcing him as a number 9, and you know what we need? He's talking about physicality. We were a little bit tired, blah, blah, blah. But we have people who are not tired, who are hungry to play. Mark Guiu is there. And you have George Anchipong, a young kid. He can run for 2 days. He's a baby. And you know that. You're not taking risk. You're not making decisions. So you are a hypocrite. You know, like, why are you complaining about the lack of physicality? I think before we rush to getting a number 9, we have also to give Mark Guiu a run of games in the Premier League. Give him 30 minutes, 20 minutes. Let's see how he goes before you start spending stupid money on the market. That guy, Mark Guiu, is handful. Even if he doesn't score, that brother is going to make people tired, and he's going to open up a lot of gaps for other players to score. So, yeah, number 9 for me is not like an emergency in January to go for somebody. If Nkunku want to leave, let him leave, but give Guiu a chance. All right, so I'm just reading some comment here because, and everybody.
You know, I've got to the stage right now. I don't care about if Nkunku want to leave, he should leave. He's a failure at Chelsea. I don't care if all those players are failures. They should get the hell out of Chelsea.
I think Nkunku in the good system.
I don't care no more. He has always been an injury prone, so he was a waste of money. He should get out from Chelsea. I don't care no more. I don't care, Mr. Wolves. I don't care no more. If you want to play, you play. If you don't want to play, get out. All this, oh, you are babysitting. Oh, he's not number 9. Is this, is that. I don't want to hear that shit no more. I'm tired of it.
Okay.
I'm tired of it. And I'm sure Chelsea fans are tired of these excuses. All these politician excuses. Y'all are giving them. Y'all are giving them. You're a professional, for Christ's sake. How do you make a silly pass like that? You saw your player in your front. You didn't pass to your player in front. You did. Man. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm pissed.
Okay, so Mr. Phantom of Many Topics is going to Germany. Oh, bro, enjoy your time in Germany. Yeah, no matches. Yeah, I think in middle of January. So you're gonna be on tour, Allianz Arena. Yeah, it's good. Germany is good. It's not as cold as England. In the middle of January. Yeah, enjoy your time over there, my brother. Enjoy your time. Steven said that we need a proven striker, not a potential one. The problem is, how do you know this is a potential and this is a proven? Because a proven, even if you are proven, it doesn't mean that you are proven at Chelsea. You can be proven in another team and you are nobody at Chelsea. We bought Timo Werner. He was proven in Germany. He was the second best striker back then after Lewandowski. You know the rest when he joined Chelsea. We bought Kai Havertz, who was the next big thing that will happen in football. He came to Chelsea, did pretty good, won us the Champions League, but not in the level that we expected. We bought a proven Falcao. He came to Chelsea for 1 year. What he did? Nothing. Proven Higuain. What Higuain did at Chelsea? Nothing. So it depends on your definition of proven. Okay, for me, if you can kick the ball and you have a good attitude, you are a good footballer, I think you can still do the job. I am not really going to very crazy like, oh, you have to bring such and such, break the bank or whatever. I don't really believe on breaking the bank for somebody, because still Chelsea Football Club. Dilap is good, but not Chelsea standard yet, in your opinion. Yeah, that is your opinion. Arsenal for life said that we got our Chelsea back. You don't have to laugh at us because nobody came here. Have you seen me come here and say, we're going to win the quadruple? Have you heard any Chelsea fan come here and say, we're going to win, we're going to win? You are the guy who will come and say, we're going to win the quadruple every year, and you start collapsing. Hey, we are not even your competition this season. Nobody gave us even a chance to be in top 4.
You know what's so funny? Let me tell you what's so funny. Man City are just 4 points behind us. You know that?
I haven't checked on that, but it is what it is.
Yeah, don't check the table. They are just 4 points behind us.
So what the point you trying to make?
Meaning they can still catch us at 4th.
They can do what?
Catch us up at 4th.
But that is known, bro. Me and you, we were at the beginning of the season here. We didn't even believe we were going to be top 4 by now. So I don't know why people try to. And this is the reason why.
No. Don't say that, please. That team was built for a top 4. For Christ's sake. Don't make it. You're a politician. You need to be working with Enzo Maresca. This team was built for a top 4. That was the same excuse Enzo Maresca made yesterday, that nobody believed us to be 4th. For Christ's sake, I expect you to be in the top 4. I'm not saying you should win the league. I expect you to be in the top 4. Back to the Champions League.
We're still in top 4. I'm not saying that I'm happy losing and dropping stupid points here. You know, I'm angry just like you, but I'm trying also to balance things and
there's
like
nothing to balance. Those guys were bad. Those guys are shit.
They are not, because the same players are the players who got us to that position. I blame more the coach instead of the players that everybody is crap. Together. Huh? No, I don't believe.
You want to tell me Tosin is better than Chalobah?
No way. Chalobah, everybody knows that Chalobah is.
You want to tell me Even what's this guy? The one that plays on the left side of our centre back. Cohen is better than Shaloba. Let's be frank. Let's tell
They
the
don't
truth.
play the same position. You can only compare the
I'm just
people.
saying
They're
But
they
all
play as a centre back for Christ's sake. They are all centre back.
no, but guys, they're all better than Chalobah. Let's not look in the past. Let's look
Are
forward,
you
please.
serious? Disasi is better than Chaloba.
And by a mile. Look at the
Go
numbers.
for, I don't know the game you're watching, sir. This
By
is
a
the
mile,
first.
there's a
You are the
reason
first
why
person
they loaned
tell me one thing
him out
Disasi does
here.
better than Chaloba.
And there's a reason why they kept Disasi next to Silva and not Chalobah.
yeah, there are
There's a reason why.
politics. There is no reason. There are certain reasons that are not football reason. There are other reasons who are just politics or
No,
financial
you
fair
can't
play or
do that
whatever.
just because this guy's having a bad game. If that's the
So
logic,
are
then
you
we
gonna
can use
tell
that
me?
for
Are you
every
gonna tell
player.
me? So your
can't do
logic. Listen, you're gonna change your logic now because I'm gonna touch your friend and you're gonna switch your narrative. Are you gonna tell me that Joao Felix is often on the bench because he doesn't deserve it? Or somebody is better than him, that's why he's there? No, there are politics. There are politics and there are coaches also desire and also
Yeah, but
favoritism.
not in
Let me
this
finish
case, though.
because you make a good point only when it fits you, when it fits your narrative or when it protects your players. I don't think Badiashile, I don't think Disasi are better than Chalobah. Chalobah is way better. The brother can even play as a right back under Thomas Tuchel. Everybody knows about it. The brother got that blue blood bleeding, and you can see everything on that pitch. He got more pace than them. He got more skills than all of them. We spent 80 million combined on those two French guys. And listen, I'm French, by the way, so this is not an agenda. This is a Chelsea thing. So we don't have to always, because somebody is coming from this part of the world and I have to support and everybody from Cobham is crap. I don't do that crap. The problem is we have to be honest here. Disasi and Badiashile, they can't even tie Chalobah's shoe. That is the fact. The numbers that you're talking about, you can collect whatever number you want on social media. Anybody can make any number to make you look bad or make you look genius. But I test you and me. We watch every single game of Chelsea. You know
I test is worse. It's worse.
Worse of on what? Tell me how many on goal or how many bad passes that Chalobah has done. How many goals he scored for Chelsea?
I don't want to do this, please.
Yeah,
I like Chalobah. I like Chalobah as a football player. In fact, here, I like Chalobah. I like the brother. The brother was my guy growing up. I used to like him a lot.
But saying that
So I don't want to be...
even Tosin can't even run. I respect all of them. Tosin can't run, can't tackle. And you see Chalobah the last minute. Did you see the last two games? He already scored two goals in 2 games for Palace. He's a monster, that brother. Man, listen, this is politics. This is politics, favoritism, and it has nothing to do with football.
Chalobah's playing good, isn't it?
Huh?
Chalobah's playing good, isn't it? He's doing really good, isn't it?
He's doing good at Palace, and he can also do good at Chelsea. And you say that there is a reason why. You say that there is a reason why they kept those French guys. No. The reason is money. The reason is politics. The reason is favoritism. The reason is tribalism. There are so many reasons that Chalobah is not.
That was the case. Yeah, they would have gotten rid of him a long time ago. That's not the case.
No,
they've been patient.
There is no football reason behind what you're gonna tell me that Disasi should have been kept. 45 freaking million. Okay. 45 million. Chalobah is on free.
Come on, bro. The reason why Chalobah is doing good at Crystal Palace, is because that's his level.
No,
I hate
he
to
was
break it to
one
you.
of the best last season under Pochettino. The season that Thomas Tuchel left, he was one of the best. There's a
It
reason
wasn't.
why also
He didn't have a better season than Disasi.
of why even Thomas Tuchel wanted him at any cost at Bayern, and Chelsea gave him a new contract so they can make even more money out of him. Nobody is gonna convince me that Disasi, Badiashile, or Tosin are better than Chalobah, bro. Let's be objective.
That season,
here, right?
yeah,
No.
Disasi alone, yeah, is better. Badiashile, yes, but Disasi, even that you're talking about, yeah, those times, yeah, Disasi had the better season. Even that time.
In terms of what?
The numbers are completely against Chalobah.
Listen, I've been defending Disasi.
He's a good player, but Crystal Palace is his level.
No,
that's why
he was
good.
that good at Chelsea. There is a reason why we finished stronger last season. Last season, we finished stronger.
Mr. Mackin.
Part of that because of Chalobah, not because of Disasi. No, bro, let's be honest here. Disasi is my boy. Disasi is my country guy, but he is not in the same level as Chalobah. He can't even tie his boot. That's how I'm telling you.
That's unfair. You know what you're doing here is unfair to Chalobah. You know that, no?
No.
Because this is why he ended up making that. No, because we did this as Chelsea fans here, and he ended up making that crucial mistake here against Real Madrid. You put too much pressure on the guy in the positions that he doesn't need. And we're doing the same. We don't need to do that. The guy's a good player. He's decent. Let him build from where he is at Crystal Palace. It's not like Chelsea was wrong. They didn't wrong him. Even if you ask him today, was you wrong? He'll be like, no. I still have love for them. I grew up there. They gave me the time. They was patient with me. Even my brother left, and I still stayed more than 10 years. Like, we have to see things on both sides. You can't just say, oh, well, we're holding this guy dear to our hearts. He was wrong done by. If that's the logic you have, then what about? Why do you not protest?
My brother, it's like, look at even what happened.
And all those guys.
Listen, you change your narrative. You change your narrative based on your personal likes and dislikes. Let me give you an example. If somebody comes here and tell you like, oh, we kept Enzo Fernandez because he's better than Chalobah, or another player that you like the most, or okay, we have to sell Joao Felix and keep Enzo Fernandez, you're gonna jump and change your narrative. Because why? Because you don't really rate Enzo Fernandez. That is a personal choice. And you like Enzo Felix. Fernandez, so you're not being fair here. You're not being fair.
If Enzo Fernandez did the same things Joao Felix is supposed to do, and Joao Felix is not doing it, I will pick Enzo within a click. I'm not attached to these guys. I'll do it quickly. I'll switch sides. But he's not doing it, and I don't see it happening, and it's not going to happen. So let's just be realistic here, that where a player is when he's getting the games, let's judge him on the games.
Exactly, but you're not judging. You're just saying, oh, look at the number.
No, you guys are saying this actually is terrible. That's what you
say that. Listen, you are twisting to fit your narrative. I didn't say that. You found the beginning of the show. You found me fighting Aziz to defend Disasi, but when it comes to comparing two players, honestly, comparing Chalobah with Disasi and Badiashile and Tosin and say all of them are better than him, there is a reason why they kept them and let go Chalobah. That's where my problem is. Like, it's not about football, it's about politics.
Okay. Do you want me to go into the details why I think they're better than him? Do you want me to do that?
Yes.
I can do that.
Yeah.
I can break it down.
Do that. Yes, do that. Do.
Okay. Let's go from the worst player to the best player. Badiashile. Why I think Badiashile is better than Chalobah. Badiashile has very, 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 very good passing when it comes to holding possession. He's very good when it comes to passing situations and awareness. Chalobah, not really when it comes to do passing short plays and passing the ball through the midfield. That's the reason why I say that. And Badiashile is 6'7" at the end of the day. So you rather bank on that than Chalobah. Even when it comes to the positioning. Badiashile's
Wait,
a little bit
Oh,
away.
let
You
him
made a
finish. Oh,
statement.
sorry.
No,
Don't
wait,
cut
wait,
him.
wait,
Don't
wait,
cut
wait,
him.
wait,
Yeah.
and
Let him
but
land.
the
Let
one
him
thing,
land.
yeah,
Don't cut
the
him.
one
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
that the thing that Chalobah has on Badiashile is physicality. Badiashile lacks in physicality, but when it comes to off the ball awareness and passing ability and everything, Badiashile is a better player. Okay, the sassy covers the whole ground. Yeah, when it comes to it, you can depend on the player. He's a better centre back. He can lead. Look at when we played, yeah, the centre backs all push past the white lines. They play like midfielders and they don't lose the ball. It's very harsh. It takes a very good player to do that, and he can score goals. This actually is quite complete. He's a captain material. Chalobah's not a captain material, unfortunately, and the numbers show it as well.
Okay, can I
Okay.
chime
Tosin
in,
No.
please? Can
Finish
I
with
and
say
Tosin.
something?
No.
Tosin,
Let him finish with
okay, and
Tosin.
Tosin,
Tosin. Yeah.
Tosin, yeah, the player before. If Tosin didn't come to Chelsea and he stayed at Fulham, maybe we could have a debate of whether the man is better or not. But he's fitting into the Chelsea system a lot, much better than Chalobah. In fact, he's added on things that Chalobah can't
Like
with
what?
height, in power, and when it comes to ball playing, Tosin is probably the best. Him and Disasi, they're the best. And
Wow.
when it comes to the defensive awareness, you don't
Defensive
get that much.
awareness. Hmm. Wow.
Yeah, defensive awareness because they can get the team in a line and they can make offside traps and stuff like that when you have Tosin. You can't do that with Chalobah. Chalobah, he'll keep a man on side. This is what I'm saying here. He's level, yeah. Is at Crystal Palace. That's why he should stay there and build from there because he's young enough, yeah, to come back to the high level. He can work his way back up. It's not it's not the end for the player. He's just not better than what we have at the moment. And that's just the
Okay,
reality. He's not
okay.
even
Can I say
wait.
something?
He's not I don't even think he's better than Fofana. That's how real it is.
Okay, Aziz
Oh
wanted
Lord,
to answer. Now
oh
let
Lord.
Aziz
How,
finish.
ma-
We're
how
not
many
gonna
goals
cut
did
you.
we
Go on.
concede? No. How many goals did we concede last season when Disasi was the defender with
He played it what
Wolves?
alongside
Wait,
Silva.
no. Answer my question. No. How many goals did we concede when Disasi
I don't.
and
He hasn't played that many games, you know.
last season Disasi played
But
almost all our
no,
games last
like,
season?
as a centre back here, he hasn't played many games. But when he
Last
was
season, come
alongside
on, man,
Silva,
come on. He
when
Okay,
he
played
was
almost.
Aziz.
alongside Silva,
Sorry. Let me
since then, yeah,
structure. Let me structure
he's
this a
been
little bit. Mr.
consistent.
McKean, we gave you 5 minutes to make your case. Let
Okay, no
Aziz
problem.
now answer, and then we're gonna go to somebody else. We're not gonna cut you, Aziz.
Okay.
Go
Disasi,
straight. Make your point.
and
Why Disasi, Tosin, and Badiashile are better than Chalobah? Give us your counter argument. Yeah, let's go.
let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
Chalobah, in terms of ball recovery, Chalobah is better than them. In terms of ball interception, Chalobah is better than them. In terms of area threat, Chalobah is better than them. Even I've told you in terms of recovery, in terms of knowing who to pass to, playing the ball at the right time, not making silly mistakes like those two dumb fools we have in the defense. Chalobah is better than them. I've given you 4 instances. Tell me one instance where Chalobah has led to a goal at his Chelsea career, apart from the game against Real Madrid. Tell me. Last season, Chalobah came after a season.
Okay.
I'd like to talk. Chalobah season.
You are breaking, bro. You are breaking. Aziz,
Can
you
you
are
hear me?
breaking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
I thought
Chalobah
you was
came in.
asking me a question. Sorry.
Chalobah came in ending of the almost to the ending of the season last season, and he was the best defender in Chelsea. Him, the other Gallagher and Kopama were the 3 best players in Chelsea last season. Can you imagine that? And we had Disasi, we had his brother Badiashile. They couldn't do nothing. Every time Disasi is in the even the right back, you guys are complaining that that is not Disasi's wing. Right back is not Shaloba's wing, but Shaloba still plays it better than any of those players in the right back.
Yeah, I agree with that because under Thomas
you are telling me
often Chalobah was playing as a right back and he was good. I can agree on that one. Yeah.
I can trust my life to Chalobah than Disasi and Badeshile and Fofana together over those 3 players.
Okay, let me just go and greet other brothers. We're going to go around people. I'm here the entire day. I'm going to just...
Let me say one thing, those guys are better than Chalobah. Let me say one more thing. One thing that they are better than Chalobah. All of them are all injury prone. That's the only thing they are better in with Chalobah.
Not Disasi. Disasi is quite fit. Disasi is quite fit.
Okay, the other 2 brothers.
Yeah, Fofana,
they are both injury prone.
And Badiashile, they are injury prone. Yeah. But don't also forget that Chalobah was injured. He was injured most of the season last season. Chalobah was injured last season.
Listen what he said.
Yeah.
He made a statement. He said, Badeshile is 6'7". Can you imagine you are 6'7", you cannot even use your height. And Chalobah is not even up to 6'7". I'm not sure if Chalobah is up to 6 foot. And he's still scoring with headers. He's one of the best players with area threat.
Okay.
Can you imagine that? You are 6'7", you can't utilize your height.
Okay, let me go greet other brothers and we're going to go around. Mr. Mark, I see you. Mr. Ba, I see you. Happy New Year and all the good stuff, even though I know Chelsea fans are very frustrated at the moment. Mark, your opening statement, sir, and then we're going to go to Mr. Victor.
You know what?
Yes, sir.
I will tell everybody to relax. It's frustrating. Out of 9, we only have 1 point. And sometimes when things go like this, you don't take care. You're going to say so many things. And sometimes it's not good for us and it's not good for the team. But honestly, my observation tells me that there are certain players, and I don't care about someone's sentiments or how you feel about the player, but I don't think some of these players is going to get better as they are still here at Chelsea Football Club. And I'm so grateful that Asemino is supposed to come to Chelsea by next week.
You have a problem with your microphone. We can't hear you. I don't know if my fault or your fault. I don't know. Yeah, go on. Go on. Yes, sir. Go on.
Yeah, so I'm glad that Asemino is coming.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, who are watching, Aaron Anselmino from Boca Juniors in Argentina is a Chelsea player. He just signed last summer and he was on loan at Boca Juniors and Chelsea called him back. He's coming in January. He's going to start training with the team next season. But we don't know yet if he's going to leave on loan or he's going to stay at Chelsea. But if you ask me my opinion, I will keep him in the team.
No, he's staying. It has been confirmed that he's coming straight into the team. Yeah.
Oh, it's been confirmed? Okay.
It's confirmed. He's starting training. You can trust me on that. Check on Fabrizio's feed and other places. The guy is coming into the team next week. He's going to start right away. Even if he can play on Saturday, which I doubt, they should let him play. Listen, everybody should relax. I think right now, Cowell has gotten a player who is going to come in with a whole lot of package. Listen, if you see the way this guy play, you need some defenders who are hard tacklers. Like, everybody should go watch his excerpts. I'm not going to talk too much. And I think he has that ability to come into the team.
Who again? What's the name again?
Asemino.
Oh, Aaron Anselmino. So you think what you're saying is like Cowell is good, but he's the artist, and you need a dog You need somebody who can tackle, who can help. Like the partnership can't be very soft. You need the guy who organizes, who play from the back, who does the Hollywood things, and you need that dog that got the pace, got the pace, got the recovery, got everything that does the dirty work. That's what you're saying.
That guy can break wood. Or should I say
can break wood without breaking his leg. Okay, sure.
Listen, I watched the boy and I said, thank goodness. Like, why is this boy on loan? But it has to do with so many things. The regulations and everything.
Yeah, we got your point. So what do you think, very quickly, because Mr. Victor Bar also been waiting, what do you think about the comparison if you have to choose between Trevor Chalobah, Disasi, Badiashile, and Tosin?
Listen,
who are you going to choose and why?
Let me give you something. I will keep Cowell, I will keep Chalobah, I will bring Asamino, I will keep Disasi. Both, all four should be at the center back. Don't use Disasi at the outer field. Let him play at the
in his natural position. Yeah, I agree with you on that one. But don't try to switch him positions all the time. Yeah,
exactly. But they're still out.
But if you have to choose between Chalobah and Disasi, like they give you that choice, choose one.
I'll pick Chalobah. Why? Chalobah.
Why?
He's young. He's tried and tested with the English game. He doesn't commit so many, mistakes. And he has been at the football club for a very long time. He knows the in and out. You need people like that to be around. So if you have to choose
one, you're gonna go for Disasi. All right. No. You're gonna go for Chalobah. Yeah, I got your point. Sorry.
Yeah,
I'll go for my bad.
In Nkunku out. I think in Nkunku, people are hyping the guy. The guy can't do anything for us. And I have my argument on that. If you look at Nkunku at the Conference League, he performed so well. That's where he belongs to. Because it seems the English game is too much for the guy. They've given him, people are saying, okay, bring in Nkunku. Yesterday, he was in.
What position did he play? What position he was playing?
No, but it doesn't matter. Like, if you are a football, it's like you are a driver. You said, I'm not a commercial driver, so I can't drive certain
cars.
I
can't even open Tesla door because they don't have the door handle. The Tesla. So who you tell that I'm a driver? I've been driving for more than 20 years.
Let me tell you something. Tesla is a technology,
I'm just having fun here. But I know, I know what I mean. If you get to a Ferrari, you're not gonna. You have to figure out where the key is. Some of them don't have keys.
When the car is moving, you know how to control their wheels. That's what I'm trying to say. You are like a driver. When they put you behind any wheel, you should be able to hold the wheel. You should be able to move. You are not going to be imbalanced.
I think you've been very harsh. You've been very harsh towards Crystal. Yeah.
Okay. That's why I'm saying that sentiment comes in. I know Nkunku is somebody you really love, but at this point, I don't think he's up to the task. Because yesterday we gave you the opportunity against Ipswich, but he was totally lost in the game. So if you cannot perform against Ipswich, which other team can you perform? You might have a bad day, but the point is, Nkunku is wasting his time. He's now down at the pecking order, and for him to stay around, he's wasting his time. I believe he can go, then we can bring in a young, talented attacker, because it's been almost 3 years ever since he joined the football club.
He didn't play for the entire year. I think he in the years that you're saying, he hasn't really played a lot of football because of injuries. But we're gonna come back to you. Are
you still going to keep Nkunku in our football club?
For me, no. Let me answer. So we go to Mr. Victor. For me, no. He need to go, but not for the reason that you're saying.
Exactly.
My reason is we have so many players from his position. You can't bench somebody like Kopama and play Nkunku. Let's be honest. The manager came out 1,000 times to say that Nkunku is not a number 9. He's a shadow striker. He's a number 10, number 8 in the pocket, the same position as Kopama. And you have also Felix in the same position. You have Steven William.
Mr. House. Mr. House.
Can I finish this?
Mr. House.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and Steva Willian is coming. Kendry Pius is coming. We might even recall somebody like Santos might
He has to
come. They
leave the
all
football club,
play in the
honestly.
same kind of position. So it's gonna be too many players in the same position. So I want him to
Nkunku has
leave
really,
in order
he
to
has
play
really
football
disappointed
somewhere.
me.
But not that he's bad, because we
No,
misuse
he's not a
him.
bad player.
He's not a bad player.
That's what I'm saying, that he's not a bad player. But
Yeah.
if you come to the English game and it's not working out for you,
It's
there
not
is
about
no way
English, my
going to-
brother. If you play him with a proper number 9, you play another number 9, you play him in the Cole Palmer's role, you will see Nkunku doing his thing, brother. Let's be honest here, Mr. Victor.
Okay, let the coach bench. I've seen Nkunku playing at that role when Cole Palmer is not playing.
How many games, how many
Not in the
minutes
English Premiership,
you put him
but
for
with
5?
other,
I've seen him
competition.
in that position in the 87th minute, 3 minutes to go, and you put him in that position for him to do what? Give him an entire game. Give him an entire game in the Premier League and let's judge him.
Are you so convinced that Nkunku can get better?
It has nothing to do with the Premier League, my brother. It has something to do with his position, and the manager don't really he's forcing him from a number 9 that he is not a number 9. Mr. Victor Ba, welcome, brother. You've been waiting and very patient for 20 minutes. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much, and big everybody, happy New Year to you, even though we have not crossed the line yet. But I had a few things. I just sort of logged on without even considering the topic at hand, because I know that every single Chelsea fan in the world is pulling their hair out because of the situation we find ourselves in. So let's go straight to it. I will just address Nkunku's situation real quick. I normally do not side with our estimable host in us, but I totally agree with you. If you do not give people the opportunity to play, you wouldn't know, because they have to make the mistakes, they have to find faults. Look, how many games, the last 4 games, has actually Palmer done anything? But he still get a chance to be picked. So if you get a chance to be picked the days that you don't even do anything for the team, the following game you score a goal, then there's sustainability there. There were so many games that Messi was horrible in, but the following day he's still the first person penciled into the team. So he gets the chance to go out there and redeem himself. And so it has nothing to do with the speed. There's nobody that can tell me that Nkunku cannot adjust himself to playing football in England. He just has to get the opportunity. And if you have all these players, let them get me started. We are blaming our defenders left and right. The midfield is horrible. Horrible. These guys get the ball and they pass it backwards. I can go all the way from Disasi all the way up to Jackson. None of them is doing anything worthy of the paycheck they get. And you know me, I go there instantaneously. These guys are being paid fortunes and they can run when opposing teams show them how it is done. They don't even replicate that. So the entire team has to be put in on the chop block. And the ones that at least have been with the club for a while will play with some level of passion. So all of us are talking about Chalobah. Chalobah at least can do something out of the fact that he was born and bred at what? At Cobham. These other makeshift players that we bring from France and other places, they have no real commitment and dedication or attachment to the club. They play for the money. And maybe all of you will say, yes, there's no real dedication at all in this game anymore. Everything is about the money. But at some point, kissing the badge means something if Chalobah does it than if some of these makeshift players do it. But let's go down to the players themselves and what they have put us through in this last 3 games. They are not playing well. And they are not, even when they were playing well, I will come always here and I tell you the glass is half full, not half empty, not half full. I tell you this because I know the propensity of these players. The fact that you go to Spurs and this guy is able to score a lucky 3rd goal, all of a sudden buys him months in the team, even though he doesn't do anything in the name of Enzo. The fact that Caicedo, fine, everybody was now chalking him in as the best as the best midfielder in the world. So obviously, when they get these things in a team that there's no real creative players, in a team where Palmer, and I know I'm all over the place, but I'm really mad. A team where Palmer had no place to be in City comes in and he's untouchable in our team because in our team there were no creative players. So if he comes in and he's the only one who can do that, then he has bought himself a spot, which makes him unchangeable. You cannot touch him. This coach can dare touch this guy. And the reason why you need coaches with backbone is that the players who don't do well should be sidelined. And if you die on that cross, everybody will respect that. And I believe that our backline, which is the reason when I logged on here, I heard you all talking about the backline, and you were all talking about Disasi. Disasi is a disaster. We all know that. But he's a player. What are we doing with him as a player? If he's on the field and majority of the time he's passing to the side or the back, whose responsibility is that to correct him? Who is to tell him, can you make sure the ball, if he can do anything, the last minute thing, we all played the game, or at least most of us did, is to hack the ball inside. At least it is in their territory. You guys don't know how to play from the back. We all know that that is the precarious part of our game. You give the best passes that one has to make sure you turn from defense to attack to our keeper in Sanchez, who doesn't know what to do. And then you give the rest of the responsibility to the back line, who don't know what to do. Disasi just followed blindly. So Disasi is doing what all of them do anyway. Disasi can be put in Liverpool's team and he will be transformed because he will see that everybody else is passing forward. Everybody else is doing something else with the ball. Instead of getting the ball and thinking of the easiest way out, which is to pass to the side. Or be very, very nervous when you have the ball. Because you know somebody.
Let me ask you a question.
Let me finish. Because you know somebody's out there who is going to take you out of that position regardless. Now, even that part of it is sad because if they know that there's something called healthy competition. I tell you guys all the time on this channel, I deal with people. In my line of work, I work with people. You have to know the psychology of your team, the strengths and weaknesses. You have to know how to deal with them, when to come down soft and when to be hard. That is why you need coaches that have all of those aspects to be able to nurture these young, but they are young, but they are obnoxious because they think they have money. So you have to know how to deal with all of that. So my last point here, and I know there's so many points, because the entire team, if I'm sitting 7,000 miles away and I can, pseudo-diagnose these guys. I know that it's not a real medical diagnosis, but I can sit here and I can pinpoint where the ball is going to go all the time. This guy is managing 25 people on a weekly basis. You cannot tell what their strengths and weaknesses are, and you cannot tell in comparison to the rest of the Premier League, who are the successful teams and what they do in their midfield. I mean, seriously, we are sitting here pulling our hair out and talking about things like as if it is hard. No, other teams are doing it. So every single day, put them on the chop block. You have to go do this on the field. If you don't, you are in trouble. So for me, I am going to tell you this. This stems from the coach. The coach has made horrible changes, not to even mention the time when she make these, he will decide to make these changes, right? When you give them 5-10 minutes, when we are actually in trouble, what are they going to go do? And this, he has not made any change the last 5-6 games that has been impactful. Not one, nada. So you all have to turn around and look at what this coach is doing. The fact that he has won some games doesn't have any bearing at all in my argument here. You have to keep it up, because it's better for me to be in 10th than to be in 2nd and gradually to be pushed down to 10. That is more psychologically torturous than for me to be in 12th. If I'm Manchester United, I'm fine. I know I'm not going anywhere. But if I'm 2nd, and these petty, stupid mistakes and things that you do on the field, we went to the second half of the game of the last time and became worse when we are already down to Ipswich, who have never won a game. And you want to tell me we went and played worse and it's all the part of the Disasi? No, it's a chronic problem. And we better address it like that.
Okay. Yes, Aziz, go on.
You know what I want to say?
Yes, sir.
I've always been complaining that why is Kopama playing 90 minutes, full 90 minutes?
You want me to
Every
answer,
time.
or you want me to answer
Can
very
you hear me?
quickly? Yes. You want me
Why?
to answer very
I'm
quickly?
actually, yes. Why is
Okay.
he always playing full
So
90
for
minutes?
me,
Cole Palmer
for
can be sub, for Christ's sake.
you are right, but the problem, I wanna just like play the devil advocate here. People like Cole Palmer, you don't know what they can do during the game. I agree that we have to change him sometimes. Yesterday he hit the post twice. If one of the times went in, it was going to be a different conversation today. So people like Cole Palmer, even if they struggle, they are tired, they are flop, they will create one thing and then they change the game. So in that sense, I understand the logic behind keeping him in the team at any cost. But I completely agree with you that there are certain games where you see the guy is done. Put Felix there in that position. Put somebody, even Nkunku. I know Nkunku is not a popular guy in the show here, but put him, play him from that natural position with a number 9, even though we don't really have a number 9 at the moment. But I'm trying to make a point that that post doesn't have to be all the time Cole Palmer. So that is just like agreeing with you, but also showing you the other side of the coin, where when Palmer is on the pitch, it's 3 people, 4 people on him. It's open up gaps, and then when open up gaps and you have people like Malo Gusto switching and inverting in the midfield and finding in the shooting position, and they shoot to the moon 99% of the time. So it's not helping because other players around are not helping. Palmer himself in the team is a big positive thing in terms of people need to keep him busy, and you have opportunity to create a lot of space. So that is the answer. Mr. McKean, are you still there?
No. I just before McKean goes in real quick, because you remarked on Palmer. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Palmer, let me because I have looked at some of these players.
Yes, sir.
In long terms, right? I look at what they do, even because I'm looking at the screen and know they say when you are there, the players do some things you don't see when you are actually on this small screen.
Yeah.
But you have a number 10 who takes corners. When there's a free kick, he and Enzo stands on it, and they have a full conference for about 1 minute and 30 seconds, maybe sometimes 2.5 minutes, wasting time, especially when we are down. And I'm like, can we take the free kick? Damn it! So we can move on, because if it doesn't go in, you have chopped into the time you need to make sure you are able to play the game. So all that psychology has to be talk to them by the coach. Let them sit and watch themselves. Do these delaying tactics when you are down by 1. So that a player that even Cole Palmer will know that he is not a finished article. That boy prances on the. Sometimes when he's about to score, he doesn't score. This was a game that he crashed with somebody. He got into somebody's way when he was about to score, and they were laughing about it. I was like, why is he laughing? I mean, it was even funny, but I think he's so light-hearted. Now, some people might ascribe it to being smooth. Like Ozzy, a player that is very, some of you called it Hollywood players. We have too many of them. Enzo is a Hollywood player. Enzo is not going to force himself out on any team. He doesn't do drives with the ball. Our players are mostly Hollywood players. Okay? If you have players that can really, on the dark night in Everton, will go out there when it's raining and push you through one win, and defend until their hearts are out, you are fine. What if Palmer is not going to give you that? Now, somebody might say, we have different kinds of players in the team. That is not his role. But he's number 10. But I find him all the time in number 6 coming to get the ball and being the creator. So he's vacated his space there. Who is replacing that spot that he left? So most of the time when we start creating, there's only that lonely number 9 that's out there, right? Now, why am I actually up about Palmer? Palmer's style of play, you have to know it by now if you are a coach. He goes and takes corners. He takes free kicks. But he's not going to be in the rough and tumble of the sport in the 18-yard box. He get the ball and give you a beautiful shot. Look at the goal he scored. The last goal he scored it. Nobody expected it. But it was a nice, clean, unexpected goal. Fine. That is why he's in the team sometimes. I ascribe and I agree with you, odds. But that is not enough in the modern game. You have to be able to do a lot more than just score a goal randomly because we don't know what you are able to do. If you take him out, let me say this, if you take him out one time and you go out there and defend yourself in the post-match conference and tell them, no, I expect more from who? Palmer. People will be like, oh my goodness. Even Palmer is expected to do more. The guy who has now given us a way to celebrate, we all get excited and put our hands like as if we are shivering in a dead cold. He has become an iconic figure. Is still expected from this guy is a lot more. Then what
yes, sir.
Are you doing, Enzo?
So this Andrew.
Let me finish.
Yes,
so
somebody agrees with you. I wanted to add somebody who is agreeing with you, and so to give you another perspective, Andrew, our brother from Phoenix, Arizona, he said that the midfield is lacking somebody like Gallagher. I know it's not going to be popular here because people hate Cobham, but he's talking about when Gallagher was there, he was doing the dirty work, tackles, stop the counter, you know, those little things, you know, this leadership on the pitch, energy and all that kind of count, and we don't have him this season, and you can see the difference. That's what he's saying.
You could say that Caicedo does a bit of that. The reason why we were successful also to extend is that there was a mixture of them two and what? And Lavia. So you couldn't see that because we knew these two. They have played before. They were a disaster last year. The reason why things shaped up, this changed a little bit, was because you put in Lavia. Lavia helps with the dirty cleaning and all of that. And so we were successful without really thinking about it. And that is why Enzo was shut down, because you couldn't play them both. They are not creators. Enzo can whip the ball a long pass, but Enzo is not going to press, dribble a one or two, give something else for the opponent to look like. They know he can easily be bullied. When was the last time Enzo, dispossessed somebody in the midfield?
If that is a question, can I answer to that? If that is a question, end of October and November are so many things that I didn't see in Enzo before, which is like contributing to tackles and doing the dirty work too. He scored also few goals. He was good in that position, so we can't just like throw away everything now because of the last two games.
Why did he come in and he was not the old Enzo? Because he knew his position was precarious. You have to find a way as a coach. And that is what made Pep Guardiola successful for so long. Now, you can go there and say that he's not successful anymore, but it's a different reason. The players are simply getting old, and he's being found out. So you have to be willing to change. But as a coach, you have to know that it doesn't matter. You hold the purse strings. You are the one whose head is going to be on a chop block if the totality of the team is in trouble. So you die on that sword, on that what is it called, mountain. So I'm telling you, even Enzo, when he felt that his position was threatened, when he came in, he ran a little bit more. He contributed to the goals. And let me tell you this: there are some things that are beyond the capacity of a player. Enzo will not grow any taller, right? He's not going to be more athletic than he should. If you look at the athleticism of what is it called, Liverpool's midfield, okay?
Like Gravenberch and Szoboszlai and McAllister,
of those teams, you don't bully them. When the ball is going through the middle of Chelsea, the middle part of Chelsea,
I don't think it's only about the size, because N'Golo Kante was like a 4'2", but he was.
Sir, it matters. I don't know why when I bring this, you always say, no, it's not about it. So it does matter. In a very competitive, very, very athletic, league like the Premier League, where it gets the best of the best from around the world. It matters. The game is an athletic game. If your players are all just finesses, they get the ball and they turn around and open their bodies and try to find a nice clean pass, the ball will be played in your midfield or in your end of the game of the field the entire time. You own possession, but the ball won't go anywhere because they don't have the strength and the ability to actually go through the opponent. And so Ipswich will score 2, but then defend the rest of the day. Because they know that nobody's coming at them. And when you are coming at me and you are a midget, and I am 2 foot taller than you, you think I'm going to be scared of you dribbling me? Even if you're able to pass me, 2 more steps from me is 3 steps from you. Because you are small and frail. I cannot believe. And that is what I'm saying to you. We don't have athletes.
I respect your opinion, my brother. I respect your opinion. Let's listen from McKean. He hasn't spoken for the last 20 minutes. Mr. McKean, let me ask you something about Joao Felix, because you told me the last time that he was the best number 10 in the world right now. How do you judge his last game? He started yesterday. How do you rate him for the last game? McKean, are you still there? Probably not.
Oh man, that's great. That's crazy, Oaks. You know, judging a man on one game. You know, I don't think that's
No, I'm
fair
just
enough.
asking about that game, because we've been judging everybody today based on the game because we just lost. But how you find him?
Based on the
how did
game,
he do? Yeah.
well, based on the game yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
if we're talking about that specific game, yeah, he was probably one of the most useful players for that was causing threats when he got the ball creatively. But to his standards, yeah, I understand we expect him to be finishing because the
He
new
finished
model
though.
of
He scored. It was just offside. It was inch offside. He
yeah,
scored a goal yesterday.
yeah, a few more there. You could have scored a few more, but it's just that
So
it's not.
why
He's
he
he's a
often hit the
specialist.
target? Is that like a mental blockage, or just because the manager is not giving him the chance, so he's losing his confidence? What is happening? Like, he does the dirty work, the hard work, but when it comes to
Yeah,
finishing, it looks like he panic, like he can't do it. What is that?
no, a lot of the times, yeah, it's because the guy's he's been starved of games, and when you put him just like that, he's gonna need time. Normally, players need time to adapt, but he's the type of player that tries to try his best regardless of what the situation is. And he's not. It's not a thing where we've changed. Football has changed where you get guys like in Kunku that think they're tens when originally they're eights that can score, and we think they're tens.
Mm.
And it's a thing where when you put him in a 10 and you put him next to Felix, it's like night and day. Because of that, Felix is a specialist at that 10 position. He's not really much when it comes to being a striker and finishing a specialist. He needs someone there
So
to
you think
finish.
scoring is not the responsibility for number 10?
No, no, I'm saying scoring, you can if you want to. If you can, why not? But it's kind of like Isco. Do you remember Isco?
Isco,
Isco
yeah.
wasn't a
Isco
goal
from Real
scorer.
Madrid. He plays for Betis now. Yeah, Isco, yeah.
Yeah, when he played for Real Madrid at his best, he wasn't scoring goals, but he was one of the most useful players on the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
And that position is understated because it still exists, and you have the guys that can do it to the best of the abilities. It's just that those players that can do that, they're not. Most of them are not gifted with the finishing aspect. They don't really have that. So they tends. They know how to be assist. They know how to
Yeah, but
draw the
I still
team.
have
They have,
hope. I still have a lot of hope. But I think himself, he's going to lose a little bit of patience because he's not playing in the Premier League. So I don't even know why you brought him in the team if you don't trust him to play in the Premier League. Do you see Felix next season at Chelsea, or you think he should go somewhere and play football?
I personally would like him at Chelsea. I would like him to stay. But if he goes, I would understand. You know, you can't,
Yeah.
waste your years just because someone doesn't want to rotate the way they said they was going to rotate,
Exactly.
and they don't do it. So
Exactly. And I believe that if the coach is wise, he should find a way to play Palmer and Felix at the same time. Sometimes let Enzo sit down, because you know what? When they start the attack, there's 5 of them back there, and they are doing nothing. They just pass among themselves. Force them to run. So if they have to run, you tell one of the guys back there to invert and come and help Caicedo, so that you have more people that can create and also more people that can score. Okay? That is how you do it. You mix it up. And every now and then also you can let Palmer sit down and have one creator in the team. In what? Felix. So Felix will feel like he's being used, and he's being used not only to come in and help win games when the other person is not doing well, but he's valued. These are what is the psychology of these players. That in Nkunku, everybody's saying Nkunku is going. Nkunku would love to be part of a winning team. When your team is winning and you are winning all the championships, you would like to be part of it. Even if you played a quarter of what you expected, you are part of a championship team. That's why Pep was able to maintain all of these great players. And every year we penciled them in as winners, because they knew that at least they were part of this championship team. So if you win, you are good. But if you are not winning and the people that are playing continue to play, and you give me only 15 minutes, and when I get the chance to play, you take me out, then it means that your words don't match your actions. You go out there and do pre-game conference. You have trust in the entire squad. But the entire squad is sparingly being used. And that has been our complaint the entire time. All of us are talking about the fact that these guys don't get a chance to play. The ones who play, if you have played 3 games, that they were under par. But your first selection was the entire 11 people. And then you change 4 or 5. And nothing happens, because your midfield, where the goals are supposed to be created from, remain the same. And those guys are either tired or they don't know what to do. And then you still go around and change the peripheries because you think that the ones that just came in are the trouble. No. If there is something wrong, it's the ones that have been there when the trouble started. So you have to understand how these things work. The players go home and talk about it. They also have social media. They still a look every now and then as to what people are talking about. So you have to know that the modern game and what surrounds the culture around the game, the entire thing has changed. And you have to get up with the times. And if you go out there and you say, "Oh God, everything is fine," that the entire squad is being used, but we see different. And if you're winning, fine. We don't care if Nkunku sit down the entire time. We will tell him to shut up because we are winning. Everything is working.
If we don't win, that's
the fan base will be the ones that are telling you Nkunku to shut up, because we are getting what we want, which is goals and wins.
Yeah.
But if all of a sudden you went from winning 8 straight games, and all of a sudden you are losing these games you should be winning, nobody saw this coming. Ipswich, a loss. Everton, a draw. Fulham, a loss. Whoever saw this coming when we saw the fixtures? When we have gone to what is called Spurs and hammered them 4-2, 4-3. Come on, guys. So we have to apportion some of the blame. The blame starts from the top. And it's what this guy is doing on the side. It's making me feel like the wins were flukes, because it cannot be that all of a sudden, in City and other places, they can ascribe it to what? Injuries. Ours is not really injuries, because he's playing his top 11.
All right, my brother. Let me
greet. Let me say something.
Can I greet Joseph very quickly? Sure. Joseph, say hi, and we're gonna go to Mr. Mr. Bamfordino. That is, he's a Ronaldinho's brother. You wanted to say hi very quickly. We still have 20 minutes to go, people. So let's go straight to the point, and then Joseph, say hi very quickly, and we're gonna go to.
Hi. How are you guys? Yes. How are you doing?
We're not doing good. They ruin our Christmas. What is called again? Boxing Day. They ruin our whatever New Year Eve or whatever. How can you even, in terms of football? No, nothing is good. But in terms of other things, family fest and stuff, all right, we're good. Yeah. But football, nothing. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, let me say, and expectation this year. Even if you remember last year with Poch or Graham Potter, whatever, number 12 or 10. I was not having that much stress or that much the boring since yesterday. Jesus, man, I didn't sleep nicely. I'm telling you, this hit you a lot. It's yesterday, how this guy, I hear you guys. You are talking about Felix. Until that guy come out, I'm sure he's the best player there. What he's trying. So he
Felix?
take out and keep Nkunku there. Felix, he keep
Okay.
Nkunku there. Nkunku, he never even try one shot. He never even control one ball. The Felix,
Thank you,
we
Jesus.
understand that boy. He never played the football Premier League. He's I think second start. Almost 18 game or 19 game we played. So keeping Disasi 80 minutes or 70 minutes and taking out Nkunku. Sometimes, the coaches, I don't know how they see what we don't see. Yesterday, I was very, very disappointed, my friend. Very, very disappointed. Nkunku yesterday must not be on the pitch even 30 minutes, not like 70 minutes. Leave that. That boy, how many chances he
Thank
shoot
you.
it? The first goal is offside, and he's trying. I know he's losing some balls on the middle of the back, but it's fine. He's trying. He's trying. I think Palmer only he try maybe better than him. Free kick, something like that. He's the one. He's the one at least shooting on the goal. Madueke, we know what he's trying to do on that corner. I don't know that brother what's happening most of the time. So yesterday it was hating that lose. I was very, very disappointed. I didn't sleep nice yesterday. I never even opened social media, to see and that and this. That I just cried all day. Seriously,
This
bad
Chelsea
man.
can make you crazy. Okay, Mr. Mark, you wanted to add something very quickly.
Okay, so I just want to build up my point. So I want everybody to just bear with me, no interruption. Then when I
Yes,
finish,
sir. We're gonna give you
rebuttal.
time. Yeah,
Then
we're gonna give you time.
So my argument is people have been crying about using Nkunku and Felix and all those. Felix, he's an experienced player. Even if there is a situation where somebody has to go, I will still keep Felix because he has played to that higher standard, and on a normal good day, he brings a lot into the game. Let's talk about Nkunku for a minute. Listen, nobody, and I'll have to say this, should tell me that Nkunku is not being given the chance to play. Yesterday, you were given 90 minutes. Okay? He was given a whole 90 minutes for him to explode on a lower, side of this table. Like you have Ipswich. Everyone is beating Ipswich. They've never won a game ever since they came in.
At
They've
home,
never won a
like this
home
season,
game.
yeah, they haven't won any game in the Premier League in their
So
stadium. Yeah,
you
and they
as in
beat Chelsea.
people have been talking about you. You have been so much getting the media attention. You come in, you prove to Enzo Maresca that, hey, this is my time. I don't care about where you play. If you are number 9, you are number 10, there is no difference. The only difference is number 9 go a bit deeper. If you are 9 and 10, they almost play at the same place. So even if you get the instruction from the coach, you add up something into your game. You have to add some meat onto the bones. You don't tell me that, hey, I'm playing number 9, I'm supposed to play 10. What is the difference? You go out there, prove to everybody. You are behaving as if you are like you are playing in a ladies' game or something like that. People have overhyped Nkunku. Yesterday, he got the opportunity to prove to Maresca that I don't have to be on the bench. You need to use me day in and day out. He came into the game, he flopped everything. He couldn't, I didn't see Nkunku. He was nowhere to be found. And are you telling me that this guy should bench Cole Palmer, somebody who always tried to do something? How many times we saw Cole Palmer kicking from outside the 18-yard box? How many times? He was trying everything to at least get a goal, but he couldn't. If you are Nkunku, you don't have to elaborate yourself inside the 18-yard box. You have to prove to me that, hey, I deserve to be in the first team. But this guy was nowhere to be found. And you go ahead and you blame the coach for that. You got the opportunity to prove the coaches and everybody wrong. But you blew that opportunity. So I don't want anybody to say that, oh, Nkunku has not been given the time. Like you have been playing the Conference League. That's why I'm saying that probably it's not up to the English game. When he go out there, he can mesmerize everybody. That's where his standard is. And I guess the English game is too difficult for him or it's too big for him. The guy had the opportunity to play with Ipswich. This wasn't Liverpool. It wasn't Man City. It wasn't Arsenal. You were playing with Ipswich. So it was for you to put yourself out there and make sure that after the game, everybody will be like, wow, from now going, we can sit Jackson down and you are going to play. But what happened?
Okay, so I'm going to go ask everybody here a question about Chelsea, and we're going to move very quickly to talk about Manchester United or the entire league. The question I have now is, guys, regardless of the 3 last games that we've been awful, do you still believe in top 4? Mr. McKean, do you still believe in top 4 for us? Mr. McKean probably is busy with the family.
Sorry. Yeah.
Cool. Don't worry, you don't have to apologize to anybody. Yeah.
Top 4. It's believable.
Mm-hmm.
It's believable. But
what
lately,
we need to do in the second part of the season to make sure that we finish top 4. The area that you need to be strengthened, or you think by coaching or just changing positions or using certain players, what is your master plan now? You are the coach and you are Todd Bowley or whatever. What decision you going to make now to make sure that the second part of the season we start strongly and we finish top 4?
Okay. Me personally, yeah.
Yes,
what
sir.
I would do. Now that you asked me that. I'm glad you asked me that, so I can let everything go. I personally think we don't really need much players to buy in the transfer window.
Okay.
That's for one, and 2, I feel like we should use our rotations, because certain players can't play X amount of games when you're trying to get rid of some other players.
Mm-hmm.
So by January, I say bring back Ugochukwu, because he's the only one in the team really that can compete, or is close. He's the closest thing to Lavia.
That is a good shout. That is a very good shout. Ugochukwu, Leslie, he's on loan at Southampton. Yeah.
Yes, sir. And he's proved it before. He scored good goals for us. And he's very strong on the ball. And he's a bit more physical.
Yeah, he can also score goals. I remember him scoring some goals in preseason.
Yeah, so I think we should keep Santos in France for the meantime.
You want him to continue his development at Strasbourg?
Yeah, man.
You don't want to cut him off and come and sit on the bench. Otherwise, you're gonna disturb his development. Okay.
Exactly, because of the whole Enzo situation. I don't think he's gonna get games. And because of that.
I respect that.
I'll keep the centre backs. I'll buy a left centre back, because our right centre backs are good on the ball. They're agile, and they're better than our previous centre backs. So we just need one left centre back with height.
Oh, we can just trust Vega sometimes and give him a chance, because that's why we bought him as a centre back and as a left back. And now, if you look at the level of Lewis Hall, oh my Lord! Look at those sauce that he's providing to bloody Isak. But that is another topic for another day. I know many people don't like Cobham players, but and me, because you mentioned the left back position. Nobody is gonna convince me that Ben Chilwell is totally crap. All of a sudden, he's the worst thing that ever happened to Chelsea. I still respect the guy. I still believe that he can offer something. Just because you flop, quote unquote, under a certain manager or a certain or a certain system, and you are crap, you're not gonna do it. I think Ben Chilwell, in the right setup, under a good manager that trusts him, he can still provide something to the team. It's too late though, because Maresca don't like him. So
he's a good player, but he just doesn't fit our system, and it doesn't fit
And that
this
is the problem.
Chelsea.
That's why the coach need to think outside the
Yeah.
box and not always one-dimensional. Because if you play the traditional 4-3-3 or whatever it is, you can still get something. I still remember at some point, Benchi was like the more clinical player in the team that we had.
I mean,
because he's
seriously,
very good in the final third and all that.
Yeah, I mean,
so
you cannot tell me, and I don't want to speak out of 10 here, but I just get bogged down by when folks can really put down a player who was a bona fide Premier League player for a while before we even purchased him. And since he's been at the club, he has been a faithful servant. He helped us win the Champions League.
Guys,
And then a coach, I don't know what system that a left back is to play. That a man that has been proving like this in our what is it called, league, cannot play for Chelsea with the shambolic nature of performances we've been seeing. I don't get it when people say that there is some kind of a system. What system?
Okay, so Victor, by the way, what would you? No, I'm giving you a pass here. This is just like a. Don't miss this pass because it's just like a golden pass. You and the goalkeeper 1-on-1 score it. So the problem
don't be
is,
Sanchez.
don't be.
But
what I'm saying is, you can also add to what can we do to improve in the second part of the season, the out and the ins. That's what I wanted to add to your thing.
I know that was a generic question on board, and everybody's supposed to answer that as we wrap up this afternoon. But what I'm saying to you is this: that to come in and render my opinion, I just don't understand why a coach can say that the player of the caliber, or it's something that was said in passing, maybe in the dressing room, that the coaches didn't like. You know how you oddball players, what is it called? Blackball their name, and then you say, I'm never going to use this player.
But it's like Reece James, though. Reece James will struggle to get back into this team, man. It's the same thing for Chilwell.
But it's something that is said or something.
Chilwell never given a chance. Reece James been given a chance.
If it's not about the injury, you cannot. Hello.
Yeah.
If it's not about the injury, you cannot justify the exclusion of a player like Chilwell. That's one. Two, I do not believe in spending more money when we have gone around the world and have selected these players. These players, any other club.
Do you realize we have the best left back in the world, right?
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm saying to you is that I do not believe in spending money. When you have players that you have purchased, you sent on loan to go develop or whatever, for me, you have to get these players back. Our defense that are on loan are far better than the defense we have now, including Colwell. I don't rate these defenders at all because they are.
So you're talking about you're talking about Gil, Chris, and Chalobah.
What I'm saying to you is this: every defender we have out there that's outperforming because we thought that they were not good enough for us is doing well out there, right? And it's the same way. If Palmer had been loaned to us, he would have been called back, right? Back to Manchester City, especially in time of need. So we need these players, bring them back. Let's come and let mix it up. Because we have players that we
but you got Vega. Vega's more trustworthy than Chilwell, unfortunately.
And that is where you have to question the manager, which has been the subtext of our conversation this afternoon. That why do you sit down? Let me tell you this. This man is not managing a school of 50,000 students. He's managing 25 plus the 15 or so we have out of the four walls of Cobham. He should be able to sit down with his coaching team and decide where are the deficiencies, where are the places where we are completely, especially factoring in the injuries that we have. You know, we have what is it called? We said we have the best right back in the world, even though he has played 10 times in the last 3 years. Is he really a player for us? Yes. I mean, let's and we have Fofana, 70-odd million quid. The guy comes in and is injured, he goes back. Is he really a player for us? So you have to, and then you go and get this Badiashile. The guy runs forward even though he runs back even though he's running forward. You cannot compare them to any other team that is really seriously wants to go out there and win this league. The back line. So for me, I'm telling you this. The thing is this. I don't believe in spending more money. Right? I believe in healthy competition. If any of these players can play and we can call them back even in January, do so. And even the act of doing that alone will send a cautionary note to the players that are already getting a chance and they think that they will always play. Colwell came from what was he before? Was it
Brighton?
Brighton. And he came in and he was like, I have to play, otherwise I'll go back to Brighton. You've been given a chance at Chelsea. Chelsea is
Is there another left centre back that's good out there that we can buy? Because
no.
I don't see any.
But we shouldn't be interested in only just buying now. If we have somebody really right now who doesn't get the chance to play, even in the academy.
I have a question. Yes. I have a question. Anselmino, is he right-footed or left-footed?
No, he is
Anselmino.
Right-footed.
Anybody knows?
Right-footed. I think he's right-footed.
Right-footed.
I think he's right-footed.
So do you think he can help? Because we called him back. We recall him from loan. Do you think he should stay?
Still play left back. Right-footers can still play left back. I remember Dave. You know, everybody knows Dave. He was a right-footer. He played left back for as long as what is it called? Was it Lampard was the coach then? He played left back for us so many times. He was actually very good there. Players can adapt. They are on the field at least. You have to let them know that it's a privilege. And that is what I'm telling you. You have to get into the psychology of these players and let them, because they have to have perspective. If they don't have perspective, that being on the field alone means you are exposed to millions of people. I know that when you are in it, you take it for granted. But
how old? Sorry, Ogs. Sorry. How old is Braithwaite from Everton?
I don't know. Probably 20 or 21 in that region. I think he's almost the same age as Palmer. So between 21 and 22 in that region. Braithwaite.
You see. So I mean, anyway, to finish.
So you want him?
So for me,
yeah,
I want anybody. Nice. I want anybody that can come in and challenge these folks who, for just a few games, thought that they are on top of the world. It got to them. Come on, the pontificators were on TV all the time talking about the fact that we are in a title race and we refuse to. And that's the reverse psychology thing that Maresca was doing every press conference. All of it, we knew that people could see through that. It got to them. And because of that, the running stopped. Because of that, the seriousness stopped. And then, of course, he established 11 that was ordained, consecrated to play in the Premier League. And then the others were given the Conference League. And whatever they do, they weren't being subbed. And then all of a sudden, he did an outrageous sub in the last game, and it backfired on him. So anyway, I have to end it here. I know you want me to end it here, but what I will say to you is this. If we do not give these players a healthy competition and go back to the basics of making sure that every single one of them is dispensable, every single one of them.
Okay.
Sanchez was sat down. Something was sat down recently. I don't tell that there are players that has propensity to play very well, but the psychology of knowing that you are dispensable. We are human. You always want what you cannot get. It's to do with even relationships. The ones that is easy on the door and they are always at your banking, they are always at the banking call, you don't rate them. The ones that poo-pooed you and do all kinds of stuff to you, you want them. It's human condition. Let these players know that it's a running game. They need to move on the ball. They're sitting down, moving it slowly. Everybody can talk about it. Every single game we play has to stop. Because for me, like I said, I will love to be in 10th than to be pushed down there. I will end up here. I will see you again next time.
All right, my brother. Thank you so much. Mr. McKean, you ask a question. Gerard Braithwaite is 22 years old. Born June the 27th, 2022. All right, so 22 years old. Mr. Joseph, what would you do in January to help Chelsea finish top 4?
I don't think so. We're gonna do too much things to change the things. Only Maresca must be relaxed a little bit and give a chance for the people. He must not be.
So you think we have a good enough squad to take us until the end of the season?
Yeah,
you think so?
100%. Like, you know, even if we bring somebody, imagine it's gonna take to adapt 2-3 months. You know, to adapt. Say, okay, he come from this league, he come from this system, that system. You know the story.
Yeah.
It's gonna take time. There is no player come exactly and same time gonna help. It's better promote from the youth, or the which is promoted from the youth, introduced to the first
The
team, and
first thing,
then
yeah.
those ones, they know already your system, they know already how to play, they know already, than January buying from outside and then putting on the bench, wasting the money. I don't know. Achompon, listen, from that guy with Disasi, Achompon is better with one leg with a Disasi. I'm telling you. This
One
guy, I
leg.
don't know why. Maybe
Mm.
one leg, not even two. I don't know why they're putting him. Maybe I think this guy sometimes pressure of these owners, especially look at Benkiwa. I don't think so 100%. This guy he put out because of a system. No, maybe up. They want this guy must go out. This what you call it? This financial things and
Yeah,
the
financial fair
salary.
play. I think he's on
Yeah,
high salary. They try to push him
yeah.
because they try to
That's
reduce
why. That's why maybe.
the. Yeah.
Yeah, upstairs maybe they are giving pressure for that. I'm sure even Disasi, they want him to play little bit. Other teams they must buy him or they must do something. That's why they are pushing him to play. Otherwise, I'm 100%. This guy can't put Disasi there to play every time making mistake. And Achamponi is promoted from the youth and then sitting on the bench. He's not getting minute. Gusto is there, and what is that? James is back on the bench. How we play this guy on the right, especially okay. If he play center back, okay, we understand that is his position. He can play whatever he can. On what to call it, left right back. He's a guy yesterday he killed both. I should say even both ones. But that penalty and then the second goal. He is the one. He's costing that, and he stayed that much. That means a little bit pressure even upstairs is there. This guy he must give. If you compare like Sancho and Felix, I don't think so. Sancho is better than Felix if we see overall. He must give this guy also. He already in the team. He have to give some chance.
Give him a
Even whatever
chance.
he must.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Palmer, how many times he make a mistake, but he's playing always 90 minutes. Felix he make 2-3 mistakes, but he's trying. They take him out and leave him on the bench and then giving another play. Why that George is in sitting the bench? I think Georgie can play better than Madoke, than only experience on passing the players and crossing like Madoke crossing. He can do
yeah,
that. Guy.
George Tariq George. You're talking about, yeah.
Tariq George.
Tariq
That
George.
guy
Okay.
he can do. How fast that guy, how quick he passes defenders. I don't know. Sometimes he have to be a little bit relaxed. We don't ask him more to this year. Only we ask him top 4. He must not see that champions, whatever
No,
you call it,
he
that
need to make
Maresca.
he need to make rotation and give also
Yes,
opportunity to other players that are not playing,
yes,
and the young
that's
players
it.
from the academy, give them a chance, and we should finish top 4 comfortably. That is according to
That's
Mr.
it.
Joseph.
100% we can do that.
All right, all
We,
right.
we, we know that all the teams are behind us is not stronger like other years.
Yeah, yeah.
As even squad wise, we got deep squad, and then all the young players. If Maresca relax a little bit and give them chance, and we can finish top 4. We can finish that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Mark. What Chelsea need to do in January? Do you think we should buy somebody, or we should just give a chance to what we got, or call somebody back from loan? What is your plan to help Chelsea finish top 4?
Listen, there is no time to waste right now. We need to bring Santos back. We need to
Santos,
bring
okay.
Ogechuku back.
Mm-hmm.
Ogechuku, Santos, because it seems Lavia is good, but he's not reliable. So if you bring those two players to shadow Casiedo and Enzo, that would be perfect. Because although they are doing very well until recent times, we still need some young guys to come in and start the preparation as early as possible. And as I was saying, Asamino is on his way coming. We don't know what Estavao and Kendricks will bring on the table. But for now, where we need to solve another issue is I wouldn't mind bringing Chaloba back for the center back position because
Are they humble
but
enough? Do you think they are humble enough to bring him back?
everything is possible. I have to be honest. Everything is possible. So I feel like sometimes we really have to spread our efforts to other areas so that we can just not waste a lot of money. If you have Chaloba and we are having issues, why don't you bring Chaloba to come and play with Asamino and Cowell? Then maybe Disasi can also stay. For James and Gusto, it seems that place is okay. We have Joshua Champon also around. We have Cucurella, Vega. They can also do something for us. So, but the only place I still think we need somebody to fill up that place is the number 9 role. We need somebody, a prolific striker who can be
Do you? Yeah,
consistent.
I respect you. I respect you. Do you have some names out there that you want to bring at Chelsea at number 9?
Honestly, right
Osimhen
now
or
people talk about
Sesko
names.
or Isak?
Um, listen, I can say Isaac can make a whole lot when he should join. I wouldn't mind bringing Rashford. I know people will bash me for saying this, but I think Rashford in this Chelsea team can
Marcus
bring a lot.
Rashford.
Marcus Rashford.
Listen, somebody please call
people be like,
911 right now.
yeah, that's what they
We
were
have
saying
to
about
arrest this
Sancho.
guy.
Hold on. That's what they
This
were
guy
saying
must
about
go to
Sancho.
jail.
You know what?
Hold on.
No.
This is what they were.
FBI, FBI
soccer
in your
players.
door right now.
Hold
Open
on.
the door.
Let me say something. When it comes to soccer fans, they watch the game, but they don't think about the technicality. I started playing soccer at the age of 6. I played to the very highest level, although my parents didn't want me to be a soccer player, but they regretted that decision. So if I see a good player, I know one, and I can tell you that Rashford,
Marcus
can
Rashford to
come into
Chelsea.
Chelsea team. Marcus Rashford can come into this Chelsea team. And if he should get like some of the chances, sometimes Jackson will miss. There is no hell. There is no way Rashford will get some of these chances and will miss that. But people don't know. There are so many problems going on at Manchester United. So even if you are a good player,
he's on 400K a week,
well.
bro. 400K a week. That is not realistic.
It doesn't
for
matter.
Chelsea
This guy
to get
can
him.
take a pay cut. This guy can take a pay cut and join Chelsea. And Manchester United
He's not a
will
target man. I respect your opinion, right? But I think Marcus Rashford can do good with another striker in front. Play 2 in front. He's not a target man that I'm looking for. Huh?
There is
no, Rashford. When he play only counter attack. If you don't play counter attack, you can't succeed with Rashford. When he play.
You know this.
Only counter attack. He can't play. He can't pass. That guy. He can't pass with a ball defender. He only long ball. If you pass long ball with a counter attack, he can play. We are not playing that system. How are we gonna play Rashford there?
Listen,
no way.
Chelsea have been so good with counter this season.
No, but 80% of the teams Chelsea will play against are gonna sit back. They're not gonna let space behind for you to throw the ball. So I think Joseph got a point here.
Rashford is good on the ball.
But he's not good on breaking low blocks. That's what I'm trying to say.
No way.
He can't really blow.
Rashford is good on the ball. There is this player in Palmeiras. I have to find the name. That guy is scoring goals like crazy. He and Estaval. So if Estaval is coming and he assists this guy to score more goals, why don't we activate it? Buy it very low. People don't know much about him. But I swear to God, if I find a guy, I will give you the name. Just make a video about the guy. He score goals like crazy. Young guy. He's very good. A lot of people don't know. You can do some of these businesses. You don't have to target the big names because it's impossible right now. There is no way we might get Osimhen or any other person. Isak, even for instance, we can't get those guys. So go to South America, watch the Brazilian league. There are so many guys out there. Bring them to the Premier League, and they can make the difference. But I still think that we need somebody to compete with Jackson. And Nkunku is not ready to take that role because he's saying that he's number 10. But I don't see the difference between 9 and 10. and he's not making effort to make sure that Maresca will sit Jackson down. What people don't know about Jackson is when he's in the game, he normally takes on defenders, which I really like. But Nkuku can't do that. That's the only difference Jackson is using to, outweigh Nkuku. If Nkuku can come in with a very serious effort, with hard, I don't know how to explain it. Jackson brings that. That's why Maresca keeps on using Jackson. Nkuku is not willing to compete. He wants the number 10.
Let me give you a list of Palmeiras strikers so you can tell me which one, because I don't know which one you're talking about. So let me read. Let me read, and you're gonna tell me that one, right?
Yeah, let me
Philip
Anderson. Go to their website.
Philip Anderson, Lopez, Ronnie, Bruno Rodriguez, Estevao William, Udu, and Lazaro, and Luigi. Who's the number 9?
I think it's Lopez. Let me see.
Lopez.
It should be Lopez.
Okay.
Yes, Lopez.
It's Lopez.
Bro, Lopez. Hey, bring this boy. People don't know about the guy, but I'm telling you, bring this boy. You can get him very cheap, and he's 24 years. The way he and
brother, we got enough young players on up front, even on the middle of the park. We got Esteval is coming. That who is that? Casedo brother is coming, and then we still got Tariq George already promoted, and then we got some.
We need a striker.
No, striker, young. One thing we have to understand: young striker, he can't succeed. Young striker in the Premier League, That's the fact, Jackson we say is young, How is he struggling, The striker must be more than 22 up or 25 to 28. It's a tough league. This league, he can't survive.
For number 9. Look no further. Give Mark Guiu a chance to play. I like that 100%. Guy. I don't know why. I like the guy.
I'm telling you, we have Guiu. But I'm saying this Lopez guy, he's like Mo Salah. You see how Mo Salah.
No, he's not that tall though. He's like.
You say he's not tall?
Yeah. I'm looking for somebody. I'm looking for somebody who can bully people. Physique is very important for me now. Mark Guiu, you see how handful that guy is. If you give him a chance, week in and week out, Mark Guiu,
Go watch Lopez.
You remember?
I'm watching his videos now. I see the kind of games, but he reminds me a little bit of Aguero type of number 9. But it's not
I see Salah. I see Salah in this guy. Nobody knows about
Salah
him.
Is not number 9.
Salah is not a number 9. He's
Yeah, but the boy is good in the area. How many area balls we get, people mess it up.
That's the problem. The area situation also depend on how tall you are. I know sometimes it doesn't depend thoroughly.
That guy is
but
good with
that's what I heard. That's what I heard from Lisandro Martinez. People told you he's a center back. The guy is 4'2". He's short and he's a center back. Do you see how he got bullied every single game? The guy can't jump. Yeah.
I'm just hyping this boy right now. Just keep the name in your files. In the next
it's there. I'm watching his video as we speak. I'm watching his highlight already as we speak.
Jose Lopez. Chelsea, please go buy Jose Lopez. He and Estevao, game finish.
I think he's moving to Portugal. I think there are so many teams.
He's moving to Portugal. Okay.
Yeah, I think
the guy is good.
Yeah, some teams in Portugal.
The guy is really good. I have to be honest. I've been watching him for some time now.
Wanting to be contender for Titans for next season, not now, January. Forget about January. For next season.
Now it's about finishing top 4, winning the Conference League, and fight for the FA Cup, and also fight for the Club World Cup. because we're gonna play the Club World Cup in America. So we have to fight now for what we can do. Not the Premier League. We are not in that level yet.
No. Next season, only to fight with Liverpool, City, and Arsenal. We must have second striker or one striker compete with Jackson and good defender. Not this one, not Tosin and what these guys. Me, I don't trust those guys. Sometimes they confuse. Today good, tomorrow is not. 90 minutes is not good. This guy, That's why Fulham leave for free. Otherwise, they don't leave. So we need the strong, like the good defender, like level of Van Dijk, not the Van Dijk. We can't find exactly Van Dijk, but the level of like that. Fafana is very good, is aggressive,
injury prone though. He can't stay on the pitch, so that's the problem.
That is killing. So we must find something like that, the strong defender to combine with Colwell, and then we find. I think Andro Santos will come to help, like Enzo, to sometimes rotate Enzo. From Casedo, who's that? Lavia is there. So if we found a good striker with Jackson, nice defender, and goalkeeper, I don't know if this guy agree or not. We must have number one goalkeeper, 3 of them, and then we are fine. We will challenge there. We must not put too much there and there.
Yeah, Mark, you wanted to say something.
So why you think of somebody like Cunha? Can't we get him for cheap? And he will still perform.
Yeah, Cunha is good. Cunha
type of player. He bullet defenders, and
the problem we have now is Cunha is very good. He's good. He's doing good at Leicester. Remember, even Pedro Neto came from Leicester. Let me make a point. So he's not a target man. Chelsea need a target man, my friend. We need a different profile. Cunha, we have his profile, even though those players are not scoring a lot of goals, so they are not headlines on television every day.
Is more like Diego Costa. You understand?
I don't really think so. He's not even 6 foot. He's like 5'10" or something. I understand your point, but
I told you. I'm saying
listen,
that
Cunha starts getting headlines when the new manager came on, and he's unplayable at the moment. Before, he was nervous. He was fighting on the pitch. He couldn't score. Even against Chelsea, he wanted to fight Neto. He wanted to fight everybody. He was all over the place. So in the last since they sacked Gary O'Neill and they got the new Pereira guy, the Portuguese coach, he's been doing good. So we should not judge everything based on few games that you just did good, and he's good. I'm not saying that he's not good, but is that the profile that Chelsea really want? Because he's more of a number 10, a number 8, a false 9 shadow than being a target man. Just because you score a lot of goals doesn't mean that we need you as our number 9. He doesn't have that presence, that box presence that Chelsea need.
I believe most Chelsea supporters, the community always want to go for high-profile names or whatever. As I told you, Jose Lopez, just trigger his. You can get him for maybe 10 million, which is not bad. Young, 24 years. And he will deliver. Like, I always tell people that sometimes...
Your names are a little suspect this morning. You came up with Rashford. Now is Jose Manuel Lopez.
You mean Lopez doesn't fit in up. So what makes a good player? I want to know.
What makes
a good player? You are talking for the title challenging team or for the youth team you are talking about?
Joseph, let Joseph finish. Let Joseph finish. Joseph, go ahead. Joseph,
listen, brother. No, we are talking. Yeah, we are talking to challenge Haaland,
Mm-hmm.
So we want, we're going to challenge Haaland. We're going to challenge.
So you think hold on, Joe. Let me ask you a question. So do you think there is no player who can play like Haaland, but for some reason they have not been exposed yet? There are so many players out there.
There is.
But they have not been.
No,
exposed.
listen. There is. We got. Listen, brother. We got. Listen. We got that type of players. We got it. You know, like Palmer is there. Nkunku is still there. Who's that? Felix is there. So all players they are same like number 10 or some of them 9 and.
We have so many. Joseph
we
is making a very good point. We have so many players with the same profile.
So we want different one. The different target
profile,
of striker, like Haaland, like target man. We want big guy.
If we don't bring a target man, keep Gio.
Big guys don't play soccer. If you want big guy, then go to Crystal Palace and bring that guy, the French boy. What is his name? Help me. You are from France, Philip. So you should know that.
What guy are you talking about? Griezmann?
The big guy in Crystal Palace. Joseph said we need a big guy.
Mateta. Jean-Philippe Mateta.
If you want a big guy, go. Mateta is there. And I bet you Mateta can even perform well. It's all about the team you are playing in.
My friend, let me remind you something. I'm not saying it's a rule or a law or something, but you coming really from Brazil, right? 24 years old, short guy, not even 6'1". He's like
no, the guy is not short. Watch him
and
very
then
well.
You throw him in the middle of the cold, Stamford Bridge or Stoke City on Monday night. The guy never been in the snow before. And you expect that guy to just perform for Chelsea out of the blue? And
let me tell you something.
Never.
Let me tell you something.
Yes.
First
Never.
of all, Jose Lopez is not a short guy. If you look at this guy, he's really tall. He's a very tall guy. Secondly, the Brazilian league is never far from La Liga. I can tell you for a fact. That's why some of these players, they have been moving to Villarreal, Real Madrid, Atletico. People don't even know because we concentrate a lot. The Brazilian league is very tough. Hold on. The Brazilian league is very tough. It's very competitive. So if a player is moving to Europe, and sometimes you say the weather is a challenge for them. That's why most of them want to go to a place like Spain or Portugal where the weather will not be so severe and they can perform very well. This is a player nobody knows about him. Very young. If you should get like 5 million or 10 million and you can bring him instead of going for Osimhen, who will cost us like 80 million, and you bring this guy, you give him the opportunity. It will surprise everybody.
So let me give you a choice. If you have to choose one between Lopez and Rashford, who are you gonna choose?
for the fact that we are building something for the future, I'll go for Lopez. I've seen the guy. The guy is really good. Lopez is very good. Jose Lopez. Like, take your time. Watch some of his full games. What people don't know a lot about him. I was curious about Estavao. So when I was watching Estavao, they keep mentioning Lopez. Like, Lopez. And I was doing my own research. And I said, wow.
Okay, so he played 35 games. The Brazilian league is over already. 35 games, 10 goals, 2 assists, 8 yellow cards. So not bad, but I don't think really this is the guy that Chelsea need, really.
Come on, if he comes in with Estavao and Kendry and they are providing, he's very good in the area. Like area boss, we have players who are just behaving like they are, how should I say, an elite son or somebody. Like they don't want to force, they don't want to do anything.
You are also right. You are right by saying that he's not short. He's 6'3", so 6'3" is a good size. That I give you that. I give you that.
Guy. He's very good in the area. He scored a lot in the area. Like how many crosses come in and we don't have anybody to slot the ball in.
My problem is the way he's gonna adapt in Europe and the Premier League is different. I would prefer to keep Gio. In my opinion, if I have to choose one right now, I will give Gio a chance.
He's far better than Gio. I've watched my Gio.
I know he's not. I know he's not as good because he got more experience. He plays every single week in, week out. Gio just wait for the Conference League.
The Brazilian league, if you watch it, it's not easy. Like they have some.
I'm not saying it's
defenders.
easy. It's just to adapt in the
court. Mark Giri is different, man. The talent is different, man. Like his ceiling is too much. Like
if he can
for
have
us to even think, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for us to even think of buying players, instead of playing him, is an insult to his future.
Yeah.
Because whether he stays at Chelsea or not, he's going to be a big name striker.
Yeah. And he doesn't look like a Barcelona kind of striker because he got that physicality in him. And we know that Barcelona, they train people to be like silky.
But it's a good thing, though.
That helped his game. Yeah.
Because he modeled his game behind Lewandowski. That's why. And the thing is, he will remain a fox. He's a fox. That's strength.
You see that the goal is scored there by the Conference League. How he scored that goal when he hit it.
I've never seen anybody press.
That's Lewandowski, man.
Like him. He presses like nobody that I know in football. He's still young, 18 years old. Imagine if Mark Gio was playing like for Brighton or another low team and he plays week in, week out to develop. My friend, by now, he was going to be making headlines. But Chelsea...
He's way better than the last. Way better than the last.
You know what?
Yes,
I'm saying that the name I mentioned, Jose Lopez, I said put it in your diary. Put it somewhere.
It's already saved. It's already saved. I'm watching him we're talking now. I'm watching his highlight.
The guy is good, like area boss.
You understand me?
Leave this guy alone. Let him develop in Conference or Portugal. Let him develop and we'll see from there.
Marco, you bring him to Chelsea, take him to maybe Portugal or somewhere for one more season, then bring him back to Chelsea.
Remember the name. Remember this name. Remember this name. I'm about to give you a name, right? Remember the name, save the name, Mark Bloody Gio. If you give him week in, week out, okay, allow him to make mistakes, this brother in 1 or 2 seasons, he's going to be making headlines. Believe me. But
that's Baby Dosky. I called it, clip this. Baby Dosky. I called it.
The problem is
this guy has the same ceiling, as Omorodion. He was respected way more than Omorodion before coming to Chelsea.
Chelsea are killing him right now because they don't give him enough playing time. I believe in that guy. I don't know. Call me crazy or whatever you want, but I rate him. He got a high ceiling. But your guy here, Mr. Lopez, I respect your opinion, but I will keep my Mark Gio, bro. I will keep my brother.
Trust me, Jose Lopez, I will make noise about this guy until they do something about this brother, bro.
All right.
This brother, I will talk about this brother until maybe Manchester United
somebody listen, until you fly to Los Angeles and see.
Until somebody bring him to Europe and you like, oh, Chelsea made a mistake. Why should we wait and
listen? This is
right now. Hold on, right now we can buy him for 5 million. We are going to wait till maybe he will go to Portugal, then we'll take 90 million to go buy him. Does it really make sense? He's very young. Go for him. If he's cheap, just let some of these guys go.
We have people to develop first instead of go and buy another guy from there. And if you want to do that, go to Los Angeles, right? Go to one of the Dodgers games, or Lakers games, and then see Todd Bowley, talk to him. You know, I was watching a video the other day. It's a funny video. It's just a banter. If Chelsea have like a group chat, right? So they made it's a story made up just to make people laugh. It's kind of comedy. So in the group chat there is everybody there, Todd Bowley, Enzo Maresca and Chelsea players and even ex-players. So Maresca said somebody said about Oh, we have one more injury, and Todd Bowley pop up in the chat, right? He pop up in the group chat and say, "Oh, guys, you want me to buy? I have a 15 years old from Venezuela. That's he's very good on TikTok or something." So I thought like it was so funny. Like every time they talk about a player, Todd Bowley pop up and say, "Oh, you want me to buy this kid?" This high speed show because he's good. He was training with Paul Pogba or something. So it's just funny stuff. You have to watch it to understand what I'm talking about. But it's kind of funny how people can come up with imagination like that, like group chat and
and that's what people keep forgetting. Yeah, like you have all these going on. Yeah, we're forgetting that what we have is bigger. When it comes to Mark Gui, yeah, he's better than Delap. I don't think we understand that.
I think I'm not very sure about that, but I think he got the same ceiling. Delap is 22 now and been playing this entire season in the Premier League. So it makes sense that he's gonna have more quality because he plays week in and week out, and somebody like Mark Gui need to wait until March to play the Conference League. But if you gave them the same opportunity of you are the man, play every single week, I think we can start talking about it because I like the guy. But I'm not going to say confirm right now that he's better than Delap. But if we don't sign Delap and we give a chance to Mark Gui, I'm not asking to bench anybody here, okay? Jackson, they can play together with Jackson, but hey, start building this guy confidence. 30 minutes, solid 30 minutes in the Premier League. And then one game, start him out of the blue, bam, Gui, start the game. That is how you develop a young player. Allow him to make mistake. Even if he doesn't score, that guy is going to keep defenders very, very busy. I like the guy. I've never seen anybody press that way. That guy is so good. People need to give him a chance. And he could be our Osimhen. He could be the guy that we've been waiting for, but he's just looking for an opportunity. And I hate Chelsea Football Club and Chelsea fans. All the time they talk about the age. Oh, are you going to put an 18 years old out there to do this and play again? Bloody hell, yes. Play him. All right? Yamal, he started at 15 years old at Barcelona, 18, playing in the Champions League and in in La Liga. And at Chelsea, you have to be 45 years old. All the time, people come up with excuses. Oh, you can't expose a kid against such and such. Bloody hell, Marcus Rashford, it took the entire Manchester United team to get injured against Arsenal, and then Van Gaal was like, well, I have a number 39 in the academy, his name is Rashford, let me throw him out there. Against Arsenal, he scored 2 goals in his debut. I don't want to hear about the age anymore. Age is just a number. Put those kids in a very uncomfortable situation. That's how you grow as a man. But it's Chelsea, oh no, you don't do that. We need this and that. We already have somebody in the team. Give Mark Gui a chance. Everybody, Merry Christmas already gone. Happy New Year to everybody. If everybody want to say something, we're going to go around. Joseph, what is your plan tonight and tomorrow? You celebrate New Year or you don't celebrate New Year?
I don't celebrate. I don't celebrate.
All right. Good, but it's a good time to be with the kid and the family, right?
Yeah, good night. Bye.
All right, my friend. Thank you so much for helping. I'll be back probably tomorrow, the first day of 2025.
Adam, peace.
Oh, peace, my brother. Mr. Mark, say goodbye to people. We are out here. If you forgot to say something, you have to say it now.
Yeah, all I will say is about Manchester United, and I think Amorim.
Yes.
Right now, I told a lot of Man U fans that it was a wrong decision for them to bring this man into this mess. Right now, he can't figure anything out. He has the mess already going on. I don't know how he's going to do a clear out in January. It would have been better for him to join summer 2025 But unfortunately, this man chose to come to Manchester United, and it makes him look so bad, even bad than worse than Ten Hag, who caused all the problem, and he has already left. So for them, I believe they have to give the man a whole lot of money, and also they have to make a decision. Some players who play for Manchester United don't deserve to wear that red jersey, because if Manchester is really doing good, it can also affect the rest of the teams in England. And it's saddened my heart to see a team that used to be so good, and top four was nothing for them. They used to go for a lot of laurels, and now they are even struggling to enter the top 10, which is rather disgusting. So Amorim has a lot to do when it
I'm
comes
enjoying
to the
it,
summer
bro.
transfer.
I'm enjoying it. I
Yeah.
still remember, I'm old enough to remember how this team were winning every single season.
Everything.
And all
Oh,
them
man.
is them and them. I am enjoying this moment.
It's
I
sad.
am
If you
enjoying
see
it, bro.
some-
I'm not gonna feel any sorry. They laughed at us for years. Manchester
And,
deserve to go to
as it
hell.
stands right now, I believe they think they bought some top-notch players, but it seems to me some of the players they purchased were an average players, and they are not up to the task. So it's up to Amorim to make a decision and keep some few players.
What he does? What do you want? What do you think he should do, like right now, to try to stop the
total
bleeding?
clear out, like the way we did last season or last 2 seasons. Total clear out whoever you don't want in the team, whether Unana, whether Garnacho, whether Haaland, whoever you don't want in the team. Tell the board, hey, I need a fresh, start. So there are some players I can't have them here. If you tell them you sell, then you buy. You sell, then you buy. Obviously, it's going to be a loss though, but I guess with a little bit of money added to whatever they have, they can bring in some new players and get rid of those players. Because it seems those players that Ten Hag bought, or the ones that was left behind for him to take over, they are not making any effort. Coaches come in, coaches go, and the performance is still the same. So obviously, it seems it has nothing to do with the coaches. It has something to do with the players. So if they are not doing good, and people thought Amorim will solve their situation, and it's even worse. He has, like, the way they are losing right now, it's unbelievable. But one annoying part of it is Manchester will lose all their game, and when they meet with Chelsea,
they're gonna perform like prime Barcelona, isn't it? Did you see the goalkeeper? Did you see like Ipswich goalkeeper? He's a reserve goalkeeper, and yesterday he had the
look
best.
At the way he was making saves.
The best game
really
of his life.
Goalie.
Yeah, that is a Chelsea thing. That is a Chelsea thing, bro.
Yeah, the guy was good. So, like, right now, Manchester is in a crisis right now, and people have blamed the Glazers. I tend to believe that, and I side with them. They've caused a lot of trouble. Like, ever since they came in, I think 2011 or 2012, Manchester United has declined drastically, and my younger brother is a Manchester United fan, and he's not having it easy at all, So I feel like they have a whole lot of work to do, and I believe they are going to do like a whole lot of clear out. Amorim has a lot of work to do, and even if you want to bring more players from Lisbon, I don't think he can even get more than 5 players from his old club. So it's up to him to look elsewhere, and maybe we can send Nkuku to Manchester United to enhance their team. Honestly, maybe he could get a role over there, and they can become, a very better side.
I just don't want to strengthen them by giving them players from Chelsea.
I know, and I think one of the guys in our community pass, what is his name, Roger. Roger normally comes on Coachilla's show, and I would like to use this platform
Rogers?
to.
Oh wow,
Roger, yeah.
I think I heard of him, but I never interact with him.
Yeah,
so
I was on the same show with him. somewhere last year we were on the same show. He's a very regular, panel on Coachilla's platform, and
Oh, I
I
heard
think
about
he
him. I
has
don't know him personally, but yeah, man. Rest in peace,
yeah.
brother. That
I'd
is
like
very
to
bad.
take this opportunity to send my condolences to the bereaved family, and I hope you all take it easy until some few hours we enter into a new year. And I hope a new year will come with new success, and all Chelsea supporters should, relax. Our position is still intact, and I know as time goes on, a lot of things will happen. Good things are going to happen to our team, and they have given us a wake-up call, and I believe we are going to
So
make a lot of
Palace,
amends.
Crystal Palace next away is not gonna get
It's going
any
to be
easier.
another difficult game.
Yeah.
People should bear in mind that Crystal Palace has always been a difficult time. So even if
They came at
it's
Stamford Bridge,
messed up over
they took a point from
yeah,
Stamford Bridge, so it's not gonna be an easy.
these are some of the things.
Yeah.
These are some of the things people should look at. Like when you are playing with Tottenham, you know at all costs you can beat Tottenham. There are some teams you can easily beat, and there are some other teams we always find it difficult. And Crystal Palace is one of those teams who have been giving us a lot of problems.
Yeah, last
but
season we beat them.
Saturday,
we beat them when they were even leading us like 1-0, and Chelsea fans were singing, "Don't worry, don't happy," at their stadium, and we ended up by winning. I think Conor Gallagher scored 2 goals that game. It's a tough game. We have to go back to the winning ways, and let's wait and see. Arsenal went there and beat them 5-0.
I know Mateta will be giving us hard time. He will try to bully Cowell and the rest, but hey, they need to bring the Sassy to match with Mateta, because
if you play Disasi as a centre back, that is good. But if you're gonna play him as a right back, that is just abusing him. It's just opening the door for people to hate him for no reason.
Give Disasi the centre role this coming game. Let him, discipline Mateta for us, because that guy is a bully. So if you want to let somebody soft play in that center, then I guess we are going to be in trouble. And also, Asamino, welcome to the best club in London and even the UK. That guy has a lot to offer Chelsea, and I'll be glad to see him play his first game for our football club. On that note, I say happy New Year to everybody, and we'll see you guys soon.
Next year, probably. Thank you so much, my brother. Love and peace to the family, and I will talk to you next time. All right, bro.
Take care.
Take care, man. Thank you so much. Okay, people. So I'm gonna have to leave very soon. Let me check if we have any breaking news here. I might be back at some point for like countdown. Like New Year countdown. Probably. I'm not gonna promise anything. Let me read this comment here from my brother Andrew. Mark Guiu came from Barcelona Academy. I wouldn't mind give him a playing time, whether starting in certain games here and there or on the bench. Yeah, you have to give him time. Yeah, he came from the Barcelona Academy. And but he doesn't play like a Barcelona player because he's very, very physical, a bully. So he needs playing time. All right. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Continue to smash the like button. I made a few videos on the Green Turf YouTube channel, GFC YouTube channel. Go there. Check out on some other videos. You're not going to be disappointed. I know that we are finishing this season or this year with a defeat, but hopefully next season we can start with a win away at Crystal Palace. So tomorrow we're gonna be back again here because Arsenal will play in the Premier League. The only game that we have in the Premier League tomorrow is gonna be Arsenal, so I might go live for that. And also tonight, also, if I have time for the countdown, New Year countdown, I can be back, but I'm not gonna promise anything. So God bless you, and I will see you next time.